All right, we already started. Let me just go into TikTok as well as usual, and we start again. Welcome everybody. I'm very glad that everybody's here. That fast. We have some Twitch viewers and also YouTube ones. That's amazing. Now let's go to our main, which is TikTok. Honestly, this is nice because on TikTok, we usually gain around 100 followers every day, which is epic. Now I'm preparing everything and we're good to go. Nice. Here we go. Waiting for some people to join. It's already late for me, so I think the only people that will be joining are on PST or CST timing, which is also totally cool for me. All right, waiting for the first comment. And here we go. Today actually I did a link tree. I did a link tree link basically, so I can actually be able to share with you all the stuff that I have, and you can also see maybe if I have something going on like referral program or something like that. Hey Next, how are you on Twitch? That you are the first comment actually, which is epic. Nice. I'm trying actually to drive up kind of Twitch to be my main platform, but I think that's super hard to do. And I'm trying my best to take all my viewers to Twitch. So yeah, we have first comment also on TikTok. It says, what program language is this? I'm new to coding. By the way, this is TypeScript with React. Basically, React is a framework. TypeScript, JavaScript are the languages we are using here. Actually, TypeScript is kind of like a modular language on top of JavaScript that we're using to just make it hard typed, so we don't make too much errors when we go to production. And that's it. I hope this answered your question. Yeah, it's super nice. Today I actually checked where our viewers from. Yeah, it was like Germany beginning. Secondly, there was there was US, which is, yes, understandable because most of the people actually speak English. And third thing though is Nigeria and Africa, and I'm really proud of that because yeah, I'm African myself. Like, I'm from Tunisia, so I really like that. All my viewership, actually the fourth position probably is Indonesia or something like that. So it comes to be like I am universal now, which is nice. Capricornus asked, or said hey, right? And there is another comment which is really amazing because this page itself explains a bit about routing. And here we are using Tanstack router, and if I go to routes, you will have this authenticated route, which means these are the routes that I authenticate to if I want my application to be protecting these routes, right? And if not, I will be able to just take them to anything outside, like login or not found or register. And you can actually check this out while I go to the route here. Or actually the route might be not a good example. This is the is authenticated part, where if you are authenticated, you will see that part there. Yeah. So you will see kind of like a redirect, this one here, that actually makes you go outside to the login page if you are trying to access like services or contact page. Yeah, this is not Angular, by the way, just React. Yeah, I'm working with JS. Yeah, and this is React with Tanstack, with a lot of stuff. Also, we have Express in the application. And yeah, it's TypeScript React, as one of the viewers actually answered. Cool. I hope that answers your question. Do you know Laravel? I worked with it a bit, but I'm not really your PHP guy. So I wish that you come up to like ask your question exactly. Maybe one of the viewers actually can help you with that, but I'm sure one of them can. Yeah. Yeah, Laravel PHP, but I'm not good with PHP actually. Yeah, it's a PHP framework. Yes. Pathless routes. So you mean that certain files like basically can be started with whatever, and it cannot be actually inside of the underscore authenticated, therefore you can route to them. Correct, actually, because here you need to go to /login /not found. Actually, I never saw my not found working actually, so probably because of its naming, and I need to redirect to it. Basically, I need to throw a redirect if the page doesn't exist. Yeah. Well, it's correct. It's a bit odd for me also. Like Tanstack router is not really the best for me. Yeah. The best backend C# link plus entity. I don't know. Maybe you know better, but for me, I never actually was experienced with that. Yeah. Do you use ChatGPT in this project and in general? In general, yes, but in this project, I'm not using anything. Yeah, like AI at all. Actually, sometimes when I have like a big problem, I do use the AI, but like a very, very, very big problem, like where I don't understand the type or a type is the only problem to fix up something, or maybe my backend. My backend, I use the AI mostly for passport config, yes. But to copy paste directly, actually no. Yeah. I actually tried to kind of like make it very, very uniquely strict to use AI only when needed. And this is not Next.js, by the way. This is React by Express. And I regret it. I should have used Next.js actually. Yeah, for web development. I mean, for web development, ChatGPT is super good actually. Yeah. I tested today something called Lovable AI or something, and Bold.new. They both were super good to the point that I regret using it because I feel super bad now. Yep. They are really, really good. Like these AI stuff, really amazing. Yeah. All right, let me actually, I'll let you know guys that I have this link tree also on my, on my TikTok. We have also a server for Discord. We have links to YouTube, to Instagram as well if you wanna be there, but most of the time I am using TikTok as well to live stream, so I'll be live streaming every day. So if you are new, make sure to follow and share the live stream. That would be amazing. Yeah, and thanks a lot. Yeah. And what am I making? Actually, I can show you. It's a very actually simple application that I need actually to fix out, right? Yesterday though, we did this part. Right, the part that we did yesterday was this. So if you add an ACA first to do, so let's add second to do. Right, when you add it, it will be here. Now you can see that you can edit it, like you can complete it. You can, even if it's completed, you can still delete it, but if it's not complete, or even if it's complete, you can edit it here and you say, hey, I want to edit this to become like third to do, for example, right? The moment you click here, it will just edit itself, and everything that is happening here is actually called on the backend. So the backend, okay, let me delete. So for example here, the to-do array is empty now, and the message saying, hey, that actually was deleted, and that's it. Yeah. We use some couple of stuff to do this for sure. As you see, we have a couple of routes. These routes are actually set up in a server, and here we go. These are the routes. Yeah, these are all the routes that I used in the application, and I will show you right now how they look. So it's kind of like not only that, the application is actually a white noise app, but I regret how I set it up. Honestly, I hate how I set it up. So my only now problem is maybe to make to make it even neater and maybe better. That would be something that I want to do, and let's see how that goes. Yeah, neater in terms of CSS, because I don't really like the CSS that I have right now in the application. Yeah, nice. So right now I'm actually answering these questions of yours. Some guy said TenStack great. Is it great? Yeah, it is. It is, but still like really not that fun for me anymore, because yesterday, for example, we did some component. It's called list to dos, right? This is where you query the to dos. Looks neat, looks nice, looks super clean actually, right? But the moment you go to the list to dos, basically this is when you list one to do. Look at the mutations on top. The mutations are when you're trying to edit the code actually, yeah. And when you're trying to edit the to-do itself, like for example, to edit it, to maybe change the status, change the description of it, everything like that. So for each thing you need a mutation, a simple mutation for that. I'm not using Flutter, by the way, I'm using React and TypeScript here. Which theme do I use? I use Tokyo Night. Yeah, cool. Swag Boss said, good job, that's ugly. I don't think so, but it's close to ugly when it comes to TenStack. Here I agree with you, but my routes are fine. Yeah, let me see if we have also some comments on Twitch. Okay, on Twitch we are dry, so all good. All right, let me actually use something. There is on TikTok something called flares, which I didn't know of until yesterday, so I'm gonna use them all. It's something like a way to drag more people if you are just live streaming and so on and so forth. It's really amazing. Yeah. So by the way, TikTok says to me, if you reach today's subscribers, you will get 25 diamonds. I don't even know what these diamonds for. So it's really funny. Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of too different from Twitch and so on, but I like these kind of vibes when it comes to live achievements, because yeah, if I reach 500 comments, for example, that would be really nice. I get something, for example, like that. Yeah, interesting, very interesting actually. I like that. All right, what do we have again to do today? Actually today we are going to refine everything step by step. Yeah, I'm using Lazy and Vim distro asked. Yeah, I find GS file horrible. Donovan, what do you mean exactly? Maybe you can share with us what you find badly about GS, because honestly I find like the GS file structure is so lean, you can do it the way you want to, but for me here it's totally different. I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, the backend I'm using yeah, for the backend I'm using Prisma. For ORM I'm using Express, and I can show you that just here. This is a server and this package registration. You can see bcrypt, passport.js, express.in, of course, nodemon, Prisma, globals. All of these are just simple stuff, honestly, and Zod for validation. I did like some schema validations for login and logout, just I didn't want people to like copy paste some GWT token and stuff like that, but I then remembered that they will get only that once they log in. So here it's just simple thing, like takes like email and password and validates them through a route, which is also an amazing thing to do. Yeah. And if you check even the schema or the validating part, I think it's controllers, no, actually middleware. Yeah, I have middleware here. It's called validate data, where it actually checks your data and makes them into a next function where it just passes through, and then it picks us up like something like these controllers, where for user I did this user register, for example, and then this user register will have that possibility to continue if the validation is correct. Interesting, right? Yeah. This font PMO little, I don't know. What is PMO though? Matthew. All right. Is this to-do app? It's to-do app with some other stuff in it. So it's not a really to-do app. The to-do app was the add-in for the to-do part is honestly just for me to get well with Prisma. Now that I know how it works, I can really go through and become really good at it. Actually, I see that Novsky can be a moderator. I don't know why he's not. Maybe something was wrong with TikTok, but Novsky, you're now a moderator. If you comment, you can edit other people comments, and also you can just ping anything. Yeah. Are you using GraphQL? No, I'm using Prisma. Yeah. Prisma only, yeah. No GraphQL, no queries, no nothing. Yeah. Interesting, right? All right, so today actually I wanted kind of like to go and edit that Pomodoro part. You know, before this timer that I have, let me just show you. I have this timer over here that is honestly taken the whole page, right? So after the list of to-dos there, first of all, the list of to-dos look also ugly. So I wish if I can also edit it. I will actually probably edit it right now to make it just look super nice. And maybe I will put like next to it here like a notes part, like for Prisma, where actually, you know what, notes I would just store them in your local stores for now, just for the fun of it, right? And then the list of to-dos, I will work on it a bit to make it really dynamic, so people actually will like it whenever they see it happening. And yeah, and then we pass to another section of the application, which is the white noises. I want to make this also really dynamically cool, and I will set up like categories. I'll set up like really cool icons, and also I'll work with the white noises being uploaded to the backend, therefore we can query them whenever we actually on the front end. Yeah, cool. That's cool. That's something we can start with already, right? Yeah. First thing that I want to do is for the audio player. Yeah, not here though. Audio component white noise player. I want to actually see if there is something like not autoplay, but something that shows the minutes or details. Duration, default duration. Interesting. I was thinking maybe to take off that number or the duration of the white noise itself. So I will just search this duration off in, what is it called, React H5 audio player, React H5 audio player. So here, yeah, here probably it should have like some docs to it, and I'm sure it does, so we are now going to check them together, and we need to customize the look of it as much as possible. So here, as you see, I also have like this style CSS part of it, right? But it updates it automatically also, but through Tailwind I can also do that, right? So pushing on that part as well to see if we can do it. All right, so on play we have this all stuff that we can use. So for the player part, for the white noise player part, as you see, we have all these attributes we can look at, right? So volume is there, muted, loop, autoplay. I actually preload. I use all of these, and they don't seem like something that I want to work with. So here, show skip controls. Interesting. I actually don't need them. Show jump controls, that's fine. Show download progress, interesting. So fill the volume, that's fine. Has default key bindings. Autoplay after source change. Volume jump, progress jump, progress jump, progress jump. Default current time. Yeah, this is the one, right? Yeah, and it accepts like a React node for some reason. I want something that with the time, but the callback used to when encrypted the video. Okay, I will go back to the other one that uses React node. Header of the audio player, footer of the audio player. Oh, okay. So this one, header and footer, and this one is the format for default display for audio current time before source metadata is loaded. Maybe we can just pass something empty, or I don't know, default display for audio duration before source metadata is loaded. Interesting. Then we won't touch it anyhow, then that's fine. I'll probably do it with CSS in the future, but I think that's totally fine for now. I won't touch something that is not documented to just be on the safe side. Cool. Let me actually read some of your comments and move forward from there. Is this Phantom? No, I'm using Lazy and Vim. Yeah, and React basically. Next time here he said you can display only 3 rows and the rest will be scrollable. But 3 rows of what? Maybe you can actually let us know what you mean by that. Just ask where he just got the white noises. I got them, scraped them basically. Yeah, I scraped them, but I also put them into like the wrapper right now. Yeah. Some guy came here and say, "Ew, React." Oh, of the white noises card. Okay, let me see again. Yeah, we did actually that with the scrollability part, but honestly, I have a better idea. We can make them into tabulations and make these tabulations hold their category, right? Yeah, we can add a category part for these white noises in the backend, but that's all coming up. That's all coming up. We can do like category, and then based on the category type, if you want to be like real white noises or static white noises, or like I don't know, nature white noises, you will have them all by category, and then you click and then you see them. Once you click, you can play, right? Also, that can be something that we can do. Actually, the player at this point can be hidden 100%. Yeah, I know. Do you earn 200k a year? No, I don't. I wish. Yeah, use tags, not categories. Also, tags will be nice. But yeah, tags will be nice actually. And then maybe even tags where the user can tag himself certain stuff. That would be nice. But I have no idea how to build that yet. We will think about it step by step and build it, right? Cool. And then you also added that part actually for adding white noises. I think in the schema we have that. Let me check. In the schema for the white noises that you actually added, Mr. Jacob, you have title, path, file type, icon. Yeah, we can add here like the possibility to also add up like the tags, and based on these tags that this white noise have, we will be able to upload some of them. All right, cool. I mean, I also was thinking that we will have like this admin possibility, like some guy will be 100% admin, and that would be me or whoever I set up his account to be admin, and then we will pass through from there and make sure that this admin can edit these white noises, add their tags and so on and so forth, or even we can add them or edit them directly into like the database. So a guy commented, learning full stack, what kind of project would you recommend for learning React? Start with a simple to-do app and then move forward to make sure that you are actually going to the right path. Move forward with like drag and drop stuff, like learn front end slowly, like learn some features of the front end, like popping up, popovers, drag and drop elements, Tailwind, and then learn them through simple projects, like as I said, to-do app, maybe a table for your best football league or something like that, and move slowly like that. Yeah. Cool. Do you earn more than 100k? Yeah, I do. At least that I do, but not more than that. Yeah. Nice. Today actually I was talking about salaries with my friends, and salaries actually are really a taboo topic, like a very long taboo topic, and you need to discuss it with your boss and stuff like that, and they might say yes, they might say no, even if they are worth like $500,000 and you are in Germany and the senior of seniors will get 120,000. That's if you are top of the top people, then you won't get more than that. So you'll be always in that range your whole life until someone else raises it and you go forward. Yeah. Cool. Interesting. These questions are also motivational questions for some people. Yeah, let me share with you my GitHub. So I will show you today one thing. I wanted actually to talk about this before, but some guy mentioned it, said, hey, how do you have your profile viewers or visitor count in your profile, basically? And I'm gonna actually share with you that part. All right. So if I go here, I will find out. Yeah, I will actually share my screen right now and show you how you do this one. All right. So a lot of people don't know how to do like this edit part here, where you show whatever you want, right? And I think it's really interesting what to do there, because it's not very obvious and nobody will tell you about it. So yeah, I'll answer your question about this. So I was talking about how can you actually edit your profile to have this part where you can show whatever you want. Honestly, here you can give like your whole CV into a README file. But to be able to achieve this, you will need only to have a project named by your username. So if you have a project named by your username, and then you put a README file on it, and whatever you put on the README file will be over here. But though for GIFs and for stuff like that, like the profile views here and stuff like that, you need actually to search for these. And as you see here in the code, it's just like links that takes you somewhere else. So for example, here I have a link for my GIF, and I have also a visitor count link, and then therefore anything else that I write here is just distributed to be shown in my README file whenever I actually load my profile. Other than that, make sure also to customize your pins, because if you customize here your pins correctly, so for example here I have my white noise application here, I'll put it on top for example, and I have my NeoVim stuff that I put here. They are really interesting because people actually will start to look at them and make sure to check them whenever they are checking actually your GitHub as well. So that will boost your kind of viewership, and also will boost with the confidence of the people who are checking your GitHub. Make sure you have like some of these achievements as well there, because these achievements help like for the viewer to know that you are doing a correct job when it comes to learning about how to do a pull request and stuff like that. Yeah, each few days I do like a new pull request, something like that, just for this application alone, so I can make sure that that we are always updated. And for this application, it is on the white noise repo, and you can go check it. So this application is open for contribution, so if you are actually a developer and you want to contribute, you can go here and do this, and I would be really appreciating that. Yeah, so here we have the server, we have the source, and it's a React app with the README part. You can read what we are trying to achieve, for example here, and you can do something like that to help us do it, right? what is the indent blackline config? Like the config for my what? For my NeoVim? Yes, I can, for sure. I can share with you that. But yeah, define what you want to get and I will share it with you. Yeah. Cool. By the way, let's check how many followers we have. I usually, we don't have much followers going on, but when I start streaming, things start to boom. For some reason, a lot of people join and they follow as well, so that's really amazing. And also we are using a Flare right now. Flare is actually what helps me get more people to click onto the live stream. And also please make sure to follow, because then we will reach out to more people. And if you want actually to join our Discord, we have a Linktree link that have everything in it. So a Linktree, I think I can share it here in the chat. And this is the Linktree part, and I'll just paste it there. That's where I will pin it as well. So that's where you will find all my gonna contact me via email. You can also Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You can check me everywhere, and I'm actually streaming right now on Twitch, so that's also one thing that you might want to check. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sharing Discord because I think that on Discord we have really a good following, and people are actually starting to discuss like good stuff on Discord, and you can learn from that. Awesome. Now we move to the real deal. We start typing code, right? So let me actually go to my list to do's, and I start actually with CSS on that part. And actually also I will add that, as I said, I will add that part where I put some notes in the application, and the notes will be just simple notes where you can, if you click them twice, they will get into the state where you can edit them or delete them or something like that. All right, these notes will be probably like just simple notes. I don't think that it doesn't need to be like super fancy or something like that. So first thing that we will do now, I opened lazy git. Okay, so I'll just do ff list to do's. That's what I'll start first with. I don't like also what I did here, because honestly my application, all of it is just a grid. Interesting, right? Yeah, might be fine for now, call span full, but I think I have something called layout, right? Layout, yeah, this is my layout. My layout is just a grid of 4, but then this will take the call span of all the children, right? Yeah, that's it. And where do I use my layout, if you ask me? I'm actually surprised that I'm not using it anywhere. No, I'm surely 100% I'm using this, but where do I use it though? Because I have the header everywhere, right? So trying to find out where I actually imported this. Yeah, so this layout is in here, and then encapsulates everything. But somewhere I use it in the index.file, maybe. Yeah, in the index part. Okay, so I will just go and check that. So if I go to routes here for the is authenticated, I will have 100% the layout thrown here. If not, then I'm doing something wrong. As you see, here you go. But I don't know why when I did fs, okay, I was searching wrongly. So I should do layout like this, then it will show me. I have it basically everywhere, but the main part is the index.tsx here. So these add to dos, that all take this call span full, just because I want to have, yeah, to have it like that. So where is the timer part? Now the timer needs to be changing though, also to not have the full span. Maybe that also one thing that I need to do. All right, so thinking about it, it's not that bad. It's just that I will take my interesting, I'll take my list to dos and edit this to be not call span full, so it will take call span half. I think there is something like 1 half like that. Should work, yes, at least. This is showing to-dos though, but to add to-dos though, where is it? Actually, it's not showing correctly, so I might just specify how many spans I want, and 2 seems fine because 2 is exactly the half of what I want to do, and that's cool. And then I will just go and edit that also for my add to do, because then everything will be correct. So here we have add to do, add your nose, add to do, and here as well I will take a half screen for that, right? Yeah, which is 2 because my grid is about 4, honestly. Yeah, but the thing is that we can start here, call start, right? Call start third, and then it will go to third one. And the other one will be called start to 1. Yeah, let me check. Actually, we don't worry much about this, as this can be just 2 spans like that. It's totally fine. Yep. But the only thing that we need to do actually is just to go to the layout again and make a row spans for this. So we have a grid calls of that, but then we need call row span or something like that. Each row should have, we should have unlimited rows though, but also this is interesting, like row or grid rows subgrid flow. I don't think that there is something for unlimited, so what we need to do is just to leave it as that. All right, cool. How old are you? I'm 30. 30, nearly 31 though, which is really amazing for me. Like, I'm getting old. Looking for ways to stream on Mac. Don't know if you know any easy method. I think the easiest method is to install OBS. OBS will help you a lot. Yeah. Make sure guys to like the stream. Thanks for that, and also follow as much as possible and ask as many questions, right? That's insane. How many people actually I see right now coming up to the chat. I'm really surprised. All right, so the list of to-dos actually might be also needing to be becoming like better looking. So I'll actually start off with that first. So let's go to the list to do's part and copy it though. Maybe see what we can do with it. Yeah. Actually, one of the things that I'm working on with the viewers, one of the viewers, is an application based on some to-do part. And this to-do part is basically called progress, or maybe called employee tracker or something like that. That's what we're doing kind of for this. So so the thing is that we have like an achievement system where we make these achievements like visible with kind of banners or badges, and these badges needs to be looking good, and whenever you finish something and you finish a streak of to-dos, then you get a really good banner, right? And that's it. I mean, it might be that that I need also to introduce the same thing here, maybe to learn more about these badges and how I actually can reward the viewers with a good reward system, right? Yeah, cool. Right now I'm actually trying to find out how we can do this in a way that that things will get better. So we might go here and I show you what I'm gonna do. So the MX is of 12, the margin top of 2. I will just change this to margin top of 4, maybe here, right? And the BG slate, maybe I will actually get rid of that. I might get rid of that and just do, I'll leave it for now. the rounded LG, I can leave it, but maybe we introduced another padding, so we still have the padding though. You know what, BG, I'll just do white. All right, and then we will do a space based also on the to-dos part, so space Y of 4 maybe, right? That will be nice. And then we'll have a border, and this border will be just a border for gray, right? Border, actually you can just type border like that, you don't specify anything, and then you say border gray, and that will be 300, right? Let me see how now it looks. It looks a bit odd, but not bad, right? Yeah, at least for now. This is the list to do part though. Yeah, and now we go to the funny part, which is this part here, and I'm gonna actually to edit a lot of stuff here to make it really stand out, right? And for this, the CSS needs to be better. And I'm going actually to work on the CSS right now and show you the final result at the end. Okay, hopefully it works out for us to become very beautiful. So we might want actually to change some paddings here, so the PY here needs to be maybe 3, a bit bigger. Maybe the PX will be smaller because we don't need 10, like that's too much. Last with border none, that's like a bit too much, right? But we can do border bottom, and the border has to be like literally not something like black, right? We can take that off. But why did I do that? I honestly don't know. This is interesting, right? All right, I have that, but I might actually take the border color away from this, right? And that's border none, that's fine. We keep the flex, the item center, and justify between, that's fine. Now we will add some BG gray, maybe of 100, right? And we might well also to do a rounded part, rounded MD maybe. Maybe you cannot see this in the screen, but once I click enter, you will actually see it. So we'll do shadow MD as well, and we'll do transition all. This might be actually good, and then maybe we do like something like hover over that, and the BG would be gray 200. So what I'm doing actually now, I can share with you this. Now I'm actually editing the to-do part, and I actually made them like this. So you see the to-do is on the right side, and now if I hover over it, it just looks better, right? Just looks better. It has like this simple thing to it. I don't like the padding here. Maybe the padding or the, wait a second, what is this kind of margin? Margin top of 4, but there is actually a MX here that I need to change out, right? This 100% needs to change, and it needs to kind of be the same as the other one on the right side of it, right? And also, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I will keep editing this until it becomes prettier, so I will show you actually at the end how it looks, and I will keep reading your comments and do this like slowly so you guys can follow as well, right? Are you opposed to component library? I know you are wanting to learn. No, I'm not opposed actually. Maybe there is something that you might share. Put timer on top. Yeah, I will do that 100%. Yeah, I'll put the timer on top. The image should be the main idea of the page. Which image of the timer part? No, yeah, it looks good though, but it's just a simple image. Yeah, maybe we will edit it to be better. Cool. I mean, yeah, I will look at all your comments and yeah, learn from them, and also make sure to be able to achieve the same part here. So So the list of to-dos, the add to-do part, we are not doing it. So the add to-do probably has a better, this is the least to-do, right? This is called span, a max of 12. That's what I wanted to actually change. Interesting. I'll do not 12, I'll do 6 because that should be better. And yeah, now it looks better. And the margin top though should be maybe 2 and not 4. Now it looks better actually. This is the list to do part. Maybe no margin top at all. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks fine. Looks fire actually. It looks the same as the one that we want it to be. Alright, then this is our grid system. Okay, cool. Looks good. And we will put this for sure after the timer, which means that we will go to our layout where we use it actually. So we imported the layout somewhere for sure. Import layout form. Yeah, this is where it is, and I'll put the timer before them, so we'll be able to do that. It's not here actually. I'll just go to my main file, main.tsx, or index actually, index.tsx. Why this is not working actually? Yeah, we have index inside authenticated, and then I'll just go into the list to dos, put it, or go Pomodoro and put it on top, right? And then add to dos and list to dos will be next to each other like this, right? That looks better. So always we will have the part where we will find out that we are doing our to dos on top of everything, and the list to dos should be on top of both. So maybe I'll just pick these two and throw them into one, surround them by a tag, and this tag is gonna be a div, and before this div I'll just throw in random h2. Add your to-dos here. That will be nice, but the thing is that we need also to make this, and this is where I said that I fucked up, call span of full. So we just take the whole thingy, and this should be a flex call, right? Item center, justify center. Let's look how that will look like. Then you need kind of like to give class names again for these. All right, this seems like a bit odd, but instead of call span full, and instead of these flexes part, maybe I'll just give width full here to everything inside, so that will be better. But it's kind of broken now because this text center, maybe, yeah, the text is center. Maybe I'll change the text itself to have some good stuff to it, like text explorer or something like that. Text to Excel, text white, hover bg gray 800, maybe something like that. Yeah, looks good. And then yeah, we will do some padding or margin bottom of 2, and that looks better. Now the only thing that I have a problem with, that my actually call span is here is broken because of this one itself. All right, then if I just don't mention this, how does it look? Interesting. Then I might actually not put this into that part, and then just throw it on top, throw it here, and then delete this just for the sake of it. And then you will have this h2 here, and you will have other h2 here, and then it will be better, right? Yeah, so now Kinda this add to do's is in center part, and this form. Oh my gosh, why it's a form actually? Yeah, because it's an input. I put it inside the form. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's wrong. Because we are not submitting anything, we're just hovering over it, editing the text and kind of making it better. Yeah. Which stack project I'm using here? I'm using actually I'm actually using the MERN stack with a bit of a twist, because we have Prisma as well in there, right? Cool, thanks for asking. Mainly because my college only taught me Python and Java. I think I am okay with you that. Also, my college didn't teach me a lot of JavaScript, and I had to teach it myself, like being able to understand it myself. So yeah, I get your point here. I get the point, and I feel you as well. Too much. All right, so maybe I have a problem here actually with this one. Maybe I can just do that, and it will just take the full one. Yeah, now it's taken the full to it, and then I'll just do margin button 2 and text center. Actually, text was center, right? Text right, text center. Nice. So now maybe 2 is a bit odd. I'll do 4. Yeah, and also I might add something here saying, hey, I want actually this one to have a margin button of 4 as well. So just not there though. Interesting. This is because it's maybe I will go into into it. Yeah, class name. I know this is odd, but it would be wrongly taken, but margin button of 2, because this list to do doesn't have like doesn't have any class name part. Interesting. Yeah. Or simply enough, I'll just give this a margin top and not bother with adding any props. Then therefore we have our application a bit better. Now I still don't like this because still we have some margins. Run please, run what? I can show you what I'm doing. So I'm actually doing the part of CSS for this to do part. So if I add first to do again, you see here it just edits, right? And I can zoom in and I can delete and stuff like that, and it looks good now, but I still don't like it. I think I can make it even better, right? I can edit here for sure, but the thing is that it looks a bit ugly, so I need to make sure that this goes onto mobile view correctly and so on and so forth, and we will do that step by step. All right, cool, nice. So this is it for now. Any more questions? Run please. Yeah, I was running to that. Yeah, I'm showing you the result. That's why, because you didn't join when I said that I'm going actually to work on this as much as possible and then show you the final one. Lootlord said that Microsoft Copilot makes debugging a breeze. That's correct actually. Dia is back. Nice. Awesome. Also, we are on Twitch, guys. I have my Linktree shared with you, I think. So if you go to my Linktree, you'll find me actually streaming on, and even YouTube. You can follow me there. You can comment there as well. You can do wherever. You can go to Instagram. Also, TikTok is mentioned. And also you can send me directly an email if you want. So make sure to just check that and also join our Discord, because that's amazing. Yeah. We have there people that talk about everything, and yeah, we can grow our community to have really solid one, and we talk every day and we share stuff. let's create ForexLore robot. I think that I will create something similar to that soon, so don't worry about that. I will actually make sure to create something very very useful and share it with you guys, so don't worry about it. Am I using React? Yes, and I'm fondly using React actually, so React only for now. Cool. I'm surprised that we are nearly an hour right now streaming and time is flying. Alright, so this one here, I see that I have like some margins or paddings. Yeah, I have some paddings, or yeah, I have some margins first that I need to take care of in this list to do part. Margin X, that's fine. Padding 4, this one needs probably to be taken. Yes, okay. Padding 4 can stay. And then the problem is that when I do that padding part, oh okay, now it's corrected for some reason. Okay, cool. Yeah, the padding is not a problem. All right, cool. Don't forget to hydrate yourself. That's I'm actually really having a trouble with that because we are on Ramadan, so I need actually to hydrate myself more. Alright, now let's try to actually make this better. Alright, so I told you that I had this hover part in the list details, right? But what if I can actually do more? I can make this maybe better, right? I can maybe just give it like a width of all. So I'll make sure that it's always fully there, right? And the input though can take like some stuff to it, like can take a width of 5, let's say, like small something, like height of 6 maybe, but that looks a bit bad, right? I will give it like an accent of blue, or 500 maybe, right? Looks good. This is the checkbox, by the way. And now the checkbox will be bigger, better. Yeah. What's my tech stack? It's React with Express here, right? Break the keyboard, man. Doesn't this give you a headache? It does, but I try my best to kind of keep up with it and learn. So now that we know actually how to do that accent part, I didn't know that exists, but I was actually write an accent and it was there. So now we have a good accent for the checkbox. Nice. I look at it and it looks really nice, really neat. I'll show you that. All right. So I will go back to the ease editing part here, because here we don't have really that much. For the ease editing, we have a span. Just a span though. So if it's, oh, do I have ease editing actually here? I don't have ease editing, right? Should we add one, like ease editing, to know exactly that we are editing or not? Yeah, maybe better, but for now it is fine. So yeah, I'm gonna actually work on the inputs for the span now, and I think the span looks good itself. Like the only thing that I need to add here is class name of, yeah, this needs to be a bit over the top, so you can just do based on the to do is completed or not, complete or status, you click completed, completed is a constant. By the way, I could have done enums there and I used enums, but fuck it, why not? We can go like that. It's Tailwind LSP basically that gives me the option like that. Do you know backend? Yes, I do know backend. So I'm working on backend as well here. So I am a full stack developer, but specialize in the front end lately. Yeah. All right. So I will do something very funny here. I will do like, first of all, text LG, just to make the text really stand out, right? If, interesting. I don't actually need this div. Then I will copy the same thing from here and I'll put it here, right, and get rid of this simple div, unless it's crucial. It's not, right? So is disabled there. Yep. So right now though, we are on the part where we are doing the line through part, and then I will not only do line through, I will do also text gray, right? Let's make this text gray thingy like our thing here, because I see that on top I use text gray as well. So otherwise text black, right? Text black, and then this will be actually not at the end here, it will be just after this text black, and we make this as ternary, so this one will be just like that. Cool. Now we go to the import part. The import is looking ugly. There's nothing to it right now, so we can also make the same to it, like a good border. Do you want a tip, brother? Yes, please give me that. Yeah, is it possible to move HTML code to separate file? Yes, you can for sure, but for now this is actually a simple component. Yeah, just for the to-do part. It's JavaScript, by the way. We are not doing Kotlin, but if you're asking about the backend, it's Express. It's JavaScript basically plus TypeScript. Any other tools like that, just type in the, because I'm using NeoVim, so if you are actually asking about Tailwind, just write on VS Code Tailwind ES6, something like that, and it will turn out to have like some plugins that helps you actually generate stuff. So don't worry, like there is for sure 100%. I remember having this also on VS Code, but now I'm using actually NeoVim, which means that I'm installing the plugins myself. I cannot remember the plugins off the top of my head, but they help. Cool. Let me check actually what is on Twitch, because I saw there are some viewers. Yeah, Shadi said, how does completed and line through works? This kind of new to me. So this is itinerary. It means that if you say, hey, status is completed equal something, then you know that you completed that, then therefore it will execute that line through text gray 500. Otherwise, which is the else part, which is that 2 dots, will say text black. That's it, simple as that. Hope that answers your question. And yeah, don't bother to actually also follow on Twitch as you are on Twitch. Cool. Drop rule number 1, ship a cargo container loaded with headache relief medicine. Nice. These guys are mocking me here. Oh, with 5H5 can be size 5. Okay, I didn't know that actually. Okay, now we learn. He said that if you just actually delete this part and just do size 5, if I hover, it says the width and the height is the same. Wow, man. I didn't know that. Okay. I learned something today. Cool. Border gray. So yeah, I will do border gray. I will stick to my 500 just because I think that, or 300 here, so we don't want to be on the same kind of border of the text, and it will gonna be a rounded MD, simple rounding, right? And maybe padding of 2, maybe pad top of 1, which is means 4 pixels here. Then we will do the focus part. The focus needs to have like an outline part, and the outline can be none, because honestly it's disturbingly bad. I will just search for it, or I can just write it. Right, and then what else? Focus, there's something called ring, and you will see the difference now when I do show you that. It just takes a number, and if you don't know what does it do, I will just explain to you how it works. So if I took ring and then 2 and then go there, it does do like an offset of the shadow, and also it does like specify some shadow transitions, and that looks cool. It just looks cool, that's why we are using it. And then we will also do a color for that focus, and we will do like ring blue, 200 maybe, or what is the best one? I will take it from you. So 400, and then that will be a full width. So the input now looks better. Let me show you where we are now. So if you're here, just, oh yeah, it's bad. Text needs to be white, or BG needs to be something else. Oh man, what can we do about the background of this? Actually, we can specify the BG to be slate, maybe. Yeah, slates look good, but I want to actually take the background that I did for the add to do part. So instead of slate, I'll do gray. Yeah, this sounds good. No, actually slate looks better. Actually, yeah. So now I'll share with you how it looks. So now this is the add to do part. It's totally different from what I'm doing here. So now, as you see, if I do this, the to do will be empty, which is wrong, right? It cannot be empty. So yeah, test to do, and I will click here. So I just do this part, right? Now the outline of this size looks better. So now if I do this, it looks super clean, and yeah, it works. And then I can delete it, and I can add a new one. So add new to do, and then it will pop up here, which is amazing, right? We have now everything set up. Now the white noises will be next for sure, and we go slowly. This looks good also, until we finish with this. Like for the CSS part, I really like it this way, or maybe the grid gap should be smaller. Nice. Okay, let me continue. Also, I'll read if there is any Twitch comments, and then there is none. Yeah, okay, so now the other part of this application, which is showing multiple to-dos, also the part where I do, yeah, where I do actually the icons. I want to just not flex center to see if they're actually working like that. Yeah, they are still working like that, so maybe I need to save first and then refresh. Yeah, still working, kind of cool. Now I will go to the class name where you see there, and I will try to edit them as much as I can, so it can look kind of cool. All right, so actually in terms to edit these you can do like some text instead of BG. I think that will work. So text green, let's say, and that's because of the edit, right? Text green 500, that would be nice. And then text XL maybe, and then you do hover text, and you will do green 600, just a bit, you jump by one, that would be nice. Yeah, I will try to look at it right now. It looks good, nice. So now we have the green light to do the same for all of them, and that means that we are now going to do the same for the next one, which is the edit part, right? And the edit should be blue, that's it, and the other one should be red. So I will copy the same thing here, I'll paste it here, I'll paste it also here. Oops, doesn't work like that. I'll just get it first, like I get it from my registry, and then paste. So if you want to go to registry, just specify and then you paste. So the registry is like what you copied last, and as you see there, it pops up with some other stuff. So if I actually uncopied something and then copied something on top, I know that the first registry of 0 is whatever I copied before that. All right, so here it's blue, I said, and here as well it's blue. And here let's go red and then show the latest changes, right? So this is red, this is red. Okay, seems cool. Now I can show you how this looks better. So now we are zooming out. So this list to do and stuff looks a bit odd for me, but I still like it. Maybe I can take the same background in both of them here. Like for the white noises, I have a BG of, I have no idea what is this, BG Slate 700. Let me actually go and do that right now. I did BG white, right? And where is my BG white? BG white, BG white, BG white. Interesting. All right, then I'll do it now. Oh, this is not for the list to do. So here you go. This is the BG white, right? Slate 700. The moment I change that, you will see it before me though. It looks odd. And border, let's do slate here as well. And just stop there. Looks bad, so I'll just take off the border for now. Just look clean with that. Yeah, it looks better. This is the part here, even though that the text is white, because here is also is white, so I don't care about it. Yeah, it's kind of like a very slatey look to the application. It's kind of very odd, right? But I don't care, honestly. What matters is work. It works very well. Do we share to-dos, or is it per user? It's per user, so each user has its own to-dos, by the way. So that's because we have it as a model in the backend, by the way. Some guy said, you got this, I believe in you. Can we see the output? I'm just sharing it right now. I hope that you like it. What is disable on click? Just set to it true. Because that part is when I edit, you see this text editing part. You cannot see, right? So you see here we have a problem. We need to give it like some padding left maybe. Yeah. So here, whenever you are doing this is funny though, that you can actually make it completed before you finish, and then it will be completed. And yeah, when you edit here, this disable. So basically it's showing the input or showing the span, showing the input or showing the span, right? Hope that answered the question. And also looks good, actually looks super neat. But you know what will look super bad is like if you do this like boom 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 boom. You see how it looks? Super much bad actually. I might want to do this as a text wrap. How can we wrap that? I actually forgot about this part. Should be like there is like this wrapper part. Yeah. I don't know how to do that actually, but I forgot about which kind of part. So if I just go to that input or to the span, I just want to go and wrap it whole, like the whole list. No, not the whole list though. Just the li, right? Yeah, let me check text wrap. Okay, I'll just do it right now and see if that would work. Text wrap. Wrap a shawarma into that text. I don't know, it doesn't work for now. Okay, maybe in the span itself. And we will fix that one. Where is the span? Span. Text wrap my shawarma. It doesn't work. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I will refresh. So this one here is the span, right? Text wrap or truncate. Does that work also? Truncate as a constant. Yep. Ah, okay. Okay, looks good. The thing is now, even if it looks good though, look what happens. It's just it throws away these two, right? Correct, yeah. Maybe though, then I will just use this text wrap and truncate into my my ally as well. Just like a simple guess. I'm gonna just do it like that, see if that fixes the issue. No, it's actually it actually threw my edit away. All right. Oops, I closed this mbm dot. Oh man, where were we? We were in the routes, components, list to dos, and we have another component which is to-do.tsx. Yeah, here you go. And that's a mistake as well, because if I go truncate in here, it will not work. Yeah. So I need actually to know how to do this, but for now I doubted that someone will just go like that. So test, and then it will be looking good like that, even though that I need to fix this for sure. Word wrap or line break. Word wrap or line break. Okay, I will search that out. You can check Tailwind doc. Yeah, I will do that. Tailwind children not to exceed the parent width and be wrapped. Let's show that how to make the div expanded to fit width of the parents in a flex with Tailwind. Alright, so then now they are explaining this. Semi-wall, blah 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 blah. It's a flex thingy, they say. Item starts and div. Interesting. Not really, that's not correct what I'm looking for. Force child element to not exceed max width of the parent. Put overflow scroll. Not really, that's not what I'm looking for. People are actually just sizing maybe here. Yeah, the Tailwind docs, that's what I'm doing. Interesting. Is there a way to prevent chance from being clipped by? Okay, I'm looking at some people now. Yeah, they're talking about actually What am I trying to do? I'm trying actually right now to fix up the part where if I have my to do here and I write like multiple characters, this gets wrapped at least, but you see now my button is actually outside. Even though that if I zoom out to 100, it looks fine. But I don't want to do that. I want to have it going like that. So actually I might save myself here with just taking this into a new line. And that saves my issue. Because honestly this will start happening when you zoom in. And this always like would be outside of the wrapper. But Tasmal Ally actually contains everything. It contains this div and it contains all these inputs. So yeah, border box plus wrap. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so the border box actually needs to be on the top element or the child element. So the parent element or the child element. That's what I'm trying to find out. Yeah, I think border box would be the best option here. Correct, you are right about this. Why I didn't think about it. But I will try it right now to see if it works. So now I'm showing you guys my code. Yeah. And yeah, I still have some viewers on Twitch. So if you are there watching, let me know. Just comment below. Alright, cool. So now this border box, I will try to kind of put it into the LI itself. Instead of text wrap, I will do a border box and see what it does. Okay, so there is nothing like that. I'll type box border. Yeah, box border, which means box sizing. And yeah, I'll just go here and edit this. And check. It's still problematic though, but I think a border box or box border needs to be with the child at this point, or maybe I can read your comment again. With the button you have to set a min width, I think. Min width of content, that's what you mean. I don't know. Yeah, I would just do see what is this border box. Border box Tailwind. Yeah, I'm just reading this about the layout. So it says that box sizing or border box, you put like whatever div on top and you give it a size and then a border and a padding, and then it will never go outside of that. Otherwise you put box contents. So including border and padding, use the border box utility to set an element box size into border box, telling the browser to include the element's borders and padding when you give it a height or width. Interesting. Exclude borders and padding with box content. Oh, okay. So if I need this box border, then here box border and width of rule to be working. Yeah, that's nice. but here this one width, I will give it like a min width, something like min width content, min width max. No, all right. Max width min. I know that would work as well. Interesting. I'm using React, by the way, not pure JavaScript here. My output part is actually, my intention is to just get this green part here. I don't know if you can see it, and the bottom always on here. I did truncate for this one, and even though that I did truncate, it didn't. I'll just write again like multiple A's. As you see, it just pushes this button and this button outside. Maybe because they are not on the same box. Let me check. Maybe that is the issue. But I'm sure that they are inside the li, right? And the li actually now it looks stupid because it contains a lot of divs. And also there is a flex of a gap of 4. I will just change that of gap of 2 to make it even closer. And yes, it's inside the li. So I went to the box border and put like width of full, and still that is not working for me. But maybe because I'm zoomed in too much, so at 100 it works fine. So maybe I just need to continue with that, as 100 is my goal. Yeah, cool. Whatever now, honestly. Let me just go and type more. Yeah, it still pushes it outside. But yeah, interesting actually why and how. Or maybe I'll just do this. You know what? Fuck it, life is short. For the input span, that one, I will just give it a max width of whatever, right? And that will be a max width of 1/2 of the whole thing, right? So it will never take more than the half of it. Let me see how that is done first. So max fit, maybe. Not really. I will use mid and number, like I will give it like 40. That should be fine, and then it will always be corrected like that, even though that 40 seems to be less than what I wanted. So 96 will be the best one. Alright, even though now if I zoom in, it will still be wrong, but I can say on zoom in or zoom out, please take it alternatively, or maybe always the half of this, half, maybe, what is the thing for half basically? Max or screen, max, full, pros. I'm looking like for the best thing that says, hey, take always the half of the width or the quarter of the width, right? What is this max 2.5? Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought that it works actually with 1 comma. Okay, then I will give it width always the 1/3 of the whole thing. And now, even though that it's taken 1/3, it's pushing still. Oh my gosh. 1/3 of parent, does that work also? This is amazing. Tailwind is confusing. So there is other stuff that we can use. Yeah, but it still pushes the whole thing. Alright. Nevertheless, I will think about this and maybe make it happen better than all of this what we are seeing right now. That's the span, max width of certain pixels, maybe that would be better, but I'll just do 200 pixels right now, something like that, and then forget about it, right? So here the list of to do, like add whatever to do whatever, and then I'll add that, and yeah, it seems like fine for me, even though that goes to the next line. So I'll just do 300. Yeah, looks good. And it gets truncated, by the way. Even though if you zoom in, yeah. Interesting. All right, cool. Oh, okay. So also actually it does do a problem. Why? Because the 300. The problem will become that if you actually add like a really long text, it will push the checkbox to be very smaller. Yeah, max width 40 pixels. That works. Yeah. But using flex roses if I start for all the elements. Oh, yeah, that might be also a really good thing to do. But actually I have that here. So I have items center and the width should be full. That's why probably it's not taken like the full width of things. Yeah, interesting. But now it looks good, even though if I zoom in, I just specified like simple, simple width for that. It will just go like berserk if I just zoom in over like 250, and nobody will do that actually. So at 150 it looks good. So yeah, I don't mind it just to truncate around the 300 pixel mark, right? And I'll show this to Twitch as well. So this is what we are talking about here. So it's truncating here as well. So if you add like something big, let me just do it again. It will just go to the next line, right? Seems like that's cool. Cool for me. It looks that odd, right? Maybe I'll also add an overflow just to make this not really that scrollable, so this doesn't go like berserk. Let me delete this. Look at this. This is too much padding, and I don't know. Cool. This also pattern between or the gap looks really odd. So you know what? I'll open this for changes. So what you need to do actually, guys, is just to go to my GitHub, and I'll show you that. This is the application, right? So you can go there and check it. It's already shared by so many people. So what you need to do, either you go to my Linktree, Linktree/async stack, so you can find everything. Here you go. Here you can find GitHub at the bottom. So you click GitHub. Oh, that's wrong. Oh yeah, I put the wrong GitHub name. All right, no problem. Go to my GitHub here. I'll share the link with you, and then you will be able to see the white noise project and maybe edit it with me whenever you need to, and that will be amazing. I will share with you the link in the chat. No, are you using HTML or VS Code or something else? I think this guy is confused, but yeah, I'm using NeoVim as my editor, not VS Code, by the way. Yeah. Hope that answers your question. I will fix it with ChatGPT, probably that, yeah. So nice. Cool. I'm also live streaming on Twitch, by the way, so I have 4 viewers there. So welcome everybody on Twitch. As you see, I added this when I go to live and stuff like that. You can check it whenever you want to know. And thanks everybody who followed. And my goal here is to reach the 500 followers as soon as possible. So hopefully we do that. Nice. Cool. Now that I finished with this, I'll just do a simple git push just to say, hey, added to do CSS. And for now, I will leave it open for you guys to edit it, because that's the last thing that I want to do now. Cool. Maybe we will pass to the part where we learn about how to do this white noise part, and we need to actually a server somewhere. Interesting. We need like kind of service where we show like a menu on top for the admin, and we need maybe to add like permissions for that. Right now, if I just get the profile part, if I go to the network tab and I refresh this, there is this profile part that responds with the ID, name, email, and created at and updated at. Basically, these are automatically done, right? So what I'm going to do actually is maybe go to the Prisma part and set up like a new permission part, right? And this permission can be admin or user, and affect myself to be an admin. And at that point, actually start to edit and add some of the stuff that we need to edit here or add, right? Cool. This looks neat for now, at least. And hopefully we continue like this. All right, do you have, guys, any questions? Any question in the chat? Are you working freelancer? Yeah, I do. I do work as a freelancer. The pro world is going. Hey, good night, mate. Instead of disable, use prev. Yeah, that might actually be correct, but also that works, right? Is it like a standard? Should I use that, or I don't know. Let me just edit this, because now you will start to hear my TikTok going crazy. It's a good practice. Okay, let's do it for you, actually, just because of you. Interesting. So do we have it anywhere else? Set is disabled. Okay, so set is disabled. We have it twice, actually, but we can do this. You know what, we can do this like this, and then we can do substitute, and it will be is disabled, right? That's what you don't like. With prev, right, let, and as you see, so we need to do it here and here, right? So that's better. Cool. Let me just check that the application runs well. Prev actually takes whatever you have as a previous kind of state, and just does the opposite of it. And that's good sometimes, because if you want to do a computation that is not like waiting on a promise, so basically do a computation based on that state, you can do it before that prev return, and you return the value at the end. Prev is an argument for previous that is in the callback, yes. The best way for responsive design is using either MUI or ChatCN or these kind of basically Tailwind based frameworks online. But honestly, it's not too styled component or Sass anymore. I feel like everybody's going Tailwind, especially with ChatCN coming up with a full library, having a lot of ready components, right? Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that would be the best option now. Just started using Go. It's the best. Well, I'm really happy for you. What else do you use? Is it Go on the backend? That's it. Interesting. We have viewers from everywhere. Where am I from? I'm from Tunisia, but I live in Germany. Let me check how many followers we have now, because I'm sure we are already down 13.5k. That's nice. We are going good, guys, and we have a message. I will reply to all your messages later on, don't worry about that. TikTok seems to be very rewarding. I really like that. I really like how it is. Amazing. TypeScript, Python, and Go, using Go for API and backend services. I'm actually never used Vue like in a project, like a professional project. I used it just to try it for the first time, and that's it. And I know that there is Svelte, there is other parts where I use Svelte for testing and learning. But it's it's amazing. It's better than React 100%. But all of them are mocking React, so we cannot say that they are better. They are the same, but different kind of meme, you know? Nice. Hello, Evan. Hello, everybody who just joined. I only work with Vue, but React is high demand right now. Should I learn React too? I think it's not very far from Vue, but you only need to wrap your head around hooks, and I think, yeah, you will be fine. I'm really sleepy, even though that I slept, so I don't get it. All right. Where are you guys from? Just curious. I think a lot of our base here are coming from the US as well. That's why a lot of viewers on Twitch and also TikTok right now, they come from basically US and UK. I don't know why, but maybe because I speak English 100%. But yeah, it will make really sense to know where are you guys from, and I think that will help. Yeah, a lot of people from Germany as well. Nice. I am also living in Germany, so that makes sense. You get distributed the first my live stream. Ivan here is coding an application with AI. But what are you coding exactly, and what is the application about? Oh, Focus is from Dominican Republic. That's fine. That's dope, actually. So far, but yet he still watches. What time is it there? Yeah, understanding of how to implement an application while you're not a developer and trying to use AI. That will be amazing, actually, if you just can cope with it and understand the premise. Simpson said, if I'm in Munich, I'll invite you for an Adana kebab. Okay, I will be up for it, no problem. But what is this? Is it a famous kebab place or Adana kebab? Oh, okay. It's like a dish, right? Yeah, kebab is very known, but I don't know that it has like certain different names or different stuff. Interesting. Bro, I have a dream to move to Germany. I hope it's a good idea. I mean, Germany is a good idea for work, yes, and stability, yes, 100%. But for anything else, and yeah, you will be surprised by a lot of stuff. But overall, it's 7 out of 10, I think. Yeah, for me, if you tell me go back home or stay here, I would probably stay here. Yeah, I have no problem staying here, actually. Yeah. Is happy me finishing the project. If I'm happy to go over everything with you, I can PM me. Yeah, Ivan, you can PM me if you have any questions. But overall, I will be free over the weekends, and also you can join our Discord and comment there. Just go to my profile, click the Linktree part, and you will be on our Discord there. The theme here is Tokyo Night. And Simpson said it's kind of a kebab. Yeah, it's a dish. You have to try it. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I would have tried something new. But yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I think I went to a lot of Turkish places, but I don't know even how to name some stuff. But you know what I hate about eating outside is that the quantity is very small. The prices are very high just because it's in Munich. So a burger is like 30 euros now. And that didn't make sense. Should I go to McDonald's now to take a burger and go back to the old days when I'm broke? But I think that's what people do, and now McDonald's are very full because they cannot afford like to go like to get like a juicy burger from place like, I don't know, a very good place, and you will find yourself not actually being able to do that. anymore in Germany, especially with the bureaucracy and taxes and stuff. Everybody actually is making everything super expensive. Believe me, I bought one burger with 24 euros not so long ago, like from like Lieferando or whatever like that. But why? You just send me a burger. So I didn't take any extra fries or anything like that. It's just the burger. And then they put like some fries and then like a small like sauce next to it, and they call it like, they ask you for 25 euros or something. Yeah. It's stupid for me, honestly. Food shouldn't be that expensive. I feel Germany offer more travel opportunities like the EU blue card visa. Yeah, I was on a blue card. Right now I'm on a permanent residence. I actually got my permanent residence last 2 weeks. It's for 10 years. And yeah, I mean, okay, if I came here and I didn't have a job, I will sell burgers, as you said. I will open a restaurant. That will be the best thing, the best investment, because nobody will follow you. You can get paid in cash. You can skip taxes and stuff like that, and make more money than me for sure. Where do I live now? I live in Munich. Yeah. And some guys ask what program is that. I'm actually programming with React. Right now we're taking a break, answering questions from the chat, so trying my best to answer as many questions. Yeah. Cool. Nice. The Pro World said you can get 4 burgers here with the same. I mean, if you go with 24 euros in Tunisia, in my country, you can get full family food, like for 10 people, exactly with that 24 euros, like from a supermarket, and you cook the best meal ever. Or if you take them outside, 24 euros will feed around 4 to 6 people. Yes, 100%. Yeah, but overall it's good. Yeah. Yeah, I got a job in IT in Munich. Yes, that's what I did. I'm working here. Yeah, I mean, to display in bio, stuff like that. I hope that, I was thinking that Twitch has that option where you can actually put a caption for FIQs, but TikTok it doesn't. That's why I answer them. I still answer them. I don't care about if you are guys bored or not. I just want to be friendly to everyone here in the chat. So that's my go-to kind of thing. But now, as we have 25 viewers, not so much, not 70, not 100 like we used to, it's fine for me to just be like that. Yeah. Some guy asked me, what do you do here in TikTok? Actually, we were just coding, as you see. Yeah. And right now we are just talking. Yeah. But I'm surprised by how many people in Germany actually watching. So that's cool. Actually, that's one of the niche stuff. So maybe someone someday will remember me or something and offer me a job. Yeah. Nice. Cool. So we have actually updated a lot of this to do app part of the application. Now we need actually to think about what to do next. I'm thinking about also that timer to not be fully on full screen like that. Maybe, as I said, to have kind of like a notes part next to it where you can put your notes, and your notes will be actually able to be part of the application, where you store them in database or local storage. We will see about that. On the other hand, we can think about some stuff to add. Yeah, right now even. Yeah, you can click on the TikTok link. I have my email there. So what you need to do is just to click mail, and you will be able to mail me. But what you want my feedback for? Maybe something that I can help you with. Yeah. Also, guys, you can add me on LinkedIn. I will share also my LinkedIn profile. That would be amazing for you guys to know. And also, I have my AOL connected, so if I ever get an email, I will 100% yeah, I will 100% apply or reply. Yeah, amazing. So today I've been actually looking for sponsorships and stuff like that for this TikTok channel. I think that it's necessary for someone just to be able to make a living out of this, because honestly I don't want to continue doing this for free. And I'm looking for options, and there is like this NordVPN, ExpressVPN, stuff like that. NordVPN, actually they contacted me already, but not with sponsor, with like a link for affiliate. So also if you click my link tree, you can find an affiliate with 70% off for NordVPN. You can buy it, yeah, with 70% off. I think that's really epic. Yeah. I hope that you are successful in future. I'm living in Germany, still struggling a lot. We are all struggling, man. We are all. And yes, I'm using Tailwind. And Germany, actually, you can struggle firstly with the language, but once you get the language, everything will be on easy mode. So make sure that you do that, actually. My learning from my next project is that I start with the mobile first approach. Well, I will do the opposite. I'll start also with the web approach and then move to the mobile, but it's just a choice, right? It's up to you, and you can do it your way. Yeah, both ways, it's just correct. Just do your best when it comes to that. Yeah. Oh, some guy here is saying that he wants to do a lot of stuff with learn Docker, and then he moved up to solve responsive design, and then he said, I'm planning to make a Pi integration payments with travel agency. That's seems like a very good thing, actually. Some guy actually could see my my hand submits and stuff like that, and he said, can you move them outside? Yeah, for us right now it's fine to be there, because this is just a simple component for actually simple to do, so everything will be there, staying residing in there. It's cleaner, faster, I don't think so, but cleaner. I think your approach is cleaner for sure, but faster, that's questionable. I will search that actually. Yep. Okay, so you're happy with web view but not mobile view. Okay, for me here, for example, I don't have mobile view, only for the noises part. I will edit that for the future, and I would like also people to hop into the project and maybe help me with it. So I will leave that like some stuff to the people who are wanting to do this. Yeah, like juniors maybe who wants to CSS or something like that. That would be nice for them, even to like to have a possibility to do that. Yeah. YouTube videos are confusing. I'm getting PyNode on my laptop. What do you mean by PyNode? Is something that I'm not aware of here? Python something? But I keep getting ports are not allowed or something like that. I don't know. Maybe something with TCP. Maybe you are trying like some Arduino shit. Really? Is it not working? Let me try. I thought that it should work, but maybe I need to update it. Let me check. Yeah, it's working actually. It is there. So you need to go here and then click Discord. So somehow it's working for me. I will actually, you know what? I will actually invite you now. I will put a link in the channel, in the chat, and let's see if that helps. I can just copy a new link and paste it in the chat. Oh, maybe actually okay, so he said email and Discord not working. By the way, you got cookies. What do you mean? Do you also cannot email me for that? Let me try. Yeah, action can be completed. That's correct. So email is not working, but Discord for me is working. So I don't know what is happening. Maybe I will finish that up. I will edit that. Yeah, I did it actually with PC. It works. That's why I kind of like need to check that out on mobile. Correct. Okay, guys, I will correct it. Thank you for everything. YouTube is crazy, but it's helpful if you find the right video. Correct. That's what I also say about that. Yeah, GitHub and stuff like that. I learned them through like YouTube, that's fine. HTML, CSS, you learn them through YouTube, that's fine. But when you go to hard stuff like Docker, stuff like that, everybody's talking about something. So if you Dockerize a React application with Vite, is different from React application from Create React App, for example. So you will be always in need to actually know what you're trying to reach out and what you're trying to achieve in a way that you spot the wrong video from the first second. Something like that. That's like a skill, believe me. You know which video is wrong and which video is correct just by looking at the screen for the first 10 seconds. Yeah. But I'm not looking at tutorials anymore. Actually, I'm really happy with that. I'm now just looking at code, and I exited that tutorial hell. I'm really happy. Cool. True. Or the comment section. Yes, the comment section sometimes is just very, very helpful when it comes to when it comes to just saying, hey, this doesn't work. After like you check the period, if it's like from last year and then you find this doesn't work, then 100% it won't work. It's just move forward something like 2 months ago or something like that, so you know that he's working on a recent package. Are you from India? No, I'm not from India. Do I look Indian? Maybe, who knows. Nice. Good questions, actually, and good topics. The guys on Twitch probably don't know how and what are we talking about. Oh, Pro Evil's in the chat. Good evening, man. How are you? We already did some changes on this to-do part, so I'll show you now how it looks. Yeah, it's just simple. Test, add, here you go. This is the input now. It's truncated, so it doesn't take the whole screen and stuff like that. And you can edit, delete, yeah. And here we made the size of this checkbox looks better. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, now we put it like this. We put like add. We turned out the tabulation for the timer on top, and now I'm thinking about how to make this white noises section better. So I'm talking to the chat, so we are just discussing like general knowledge stuff, and hopefully we will move forward with this. Yeah. For this, as I said, I might I might actually change to the focus to add the white noises to the backend, so I can stream them from backend first. But that I need to do it alone, maybe, and share it with the chat on a live stream after it's done. Yeah. What was your hardest project? My hardest project? My hardest project was at work, to start the project from scratch, because nobody gave me like any inputs and said, and they said, do whatever you want, kind of thingy, right? So at that time, I didn't know what to do, especially that I wasn't like an architectural designer before, or I didn't work with CDI pipelines and stuff like that. So for me, it was like, okay, what should I do? Start with the React app first, finish that, then the challenges would come. I chose like cutting edge stuff like the React hook forms, then stack, routing. I used React DOM, React DOM router, or React router DOM, yeah. And at that time, actually, I think when I started it, TanStack router wasn't complete. Only TanStack query was there. So yeah, I started slowly, and then the project became like super big. And I have another developer who helped me with that. And it's very funny that this guy comes to me. He's like 50 years old or something like that. And he comes to me each time he has a question. And I'm like, you know better. But he just thinks that I'm like that super smart guy who knows what I'm doing. But I'm actually not. I'm just trial and error, right? Try everything. It doesn't work, move on. So for example, some guy told me, hey, can you please Dockerize the whole thing for us? We need to actually test it with the backend. The backend guys are actually its first project using Python and Fast API to build like a simple backend. So their backend turned out to be very easy to do. I don't know how, but it's just with Python, it's like a breeze. Everything is there, like boom, 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 and then you're done. Now you are actually having your your routes already public on a docs where you can share it with me and stuff like that, and I can just test and authorize myself and so on and so forth. The only part was like for them to make it very, very bad is the fact that they were needed to work on a socket. Like I said, no, we don't want to work on a socket. We will just work on polling for every minute. You can poll every minute the errors, and we will show them for the user. Okay, so server source file store client TS, where did that come from? That actually came from a PR, and that's for the white noises. So please go to server sources routes, and you will find a noise route, and you will find everything about that. And yeah, we are actually, it works. We tested it with Novsky. He's the guy, Jacob Novsky. He's also a self-learner. He started from like learning JavaScript and then moved on to building applications. And yeah, he said, yeah, I think I can help you with white noises being streamed from the backend. Let me do this. He did it. I can share with you the PR also. You can take a look at it. You see exactly what he changed, but you can do it yourself. I think. Let me do. I think I have everything open. For Jacob, add sounds to DB. That's what it's called. Yeah, cool. So basically, this is the pull request attached to it, all the files and stuff like that. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the, maybe if you go to that pull request exactly, you will find what we are talking about and maybe understand it better. Honestly, there it's good. Pro Evils also, if you want, are you on Discord? Yes, you are, right? So we will have something called weekly for this application itself. Like we will have a weekly on Saturday, like for 30 minutes, me and Jacob, mostly at night, like 9 p.m. my time, maybe 8 p.m. UK time. We jump into a 20 minutes call and we discuss what to enhance, what to make better for this application. If you want to join us, feel free. I will actually make sure that everybody can join. But if you want, we can make like a small room where we talk with voices, basically, as if we are in a daily, and reflect. And if anybody wants to join, please on TikTok write your Discord, or maybe message me on Discord saying daily. Just write daily like that, so I know exactly what you mean. Awesome. Let me read. Was this the view of this project? Yeah, that was the view of the project, actually. We don't need you anymore. We have ChatGPT. Tell it to build your complex app. Grok, Claude, Manus, DeepSeek. There are many, but there is a difference between them and a human being. And when a human being writes code, it's better, I think. Every evening I ask you and I try it the next day and it works. Nice. Cool. Your glass reflects your environment somehow. Yes, correct. What type of app is this? It's a white noise app. Study with me kind of app. Can you show us the actual project? I was thinking that you know the project, Simpson, but yeah. Yeah, my intended goals are shaky for now. I don't know exactly what to add. Honestly, this is what I will expect for this application to be. All right. So my application has this on top, has this menu, right? I want to actually get rid of it and make it a total sidebar. So that's with ChatCN, easy to do. I think it's just a component that you add there and it will become a sidebar. This is like my focus for the next, let's say, month, right? All right, so now sidebar, we have noises, to-do list, then I want actually to have a state for what is running as noises, so I always have like a toast or something whenever you update something. And then I want to also add something else, which is like a Kanban board, and make this application be used between teams, so between people. But that is like very, very far from now, so I want to still have that Kanban board to be used personally. So I will have Kanban board here. Okay, let's talk about these menu bars and what should it be there. So the first thing should be noises, because this is the first thing that I wanted to do, right? The noises, I want them to be having for the future categories. And I thought about it and I would say, yeah, if every category will be like, this is nature, right? And this is static. All right, think about it like that. And this can be a whatever. And the player will be here, right? So it's always one player that shows wherever you click here on this category. So if you click category, you will have your white noises, not as a player themselves, but as just icons, and then it will look more beautiful. And then if you click play for that white noise, it will start playing. This will make you not be able to have multi noises working at the same time, but we can add a checkbox here if you want to add multi noises, and it will open always another player, or we will make it that you can multi-select. Then when you multi-select and you click play, everything will play together, right? So this is like a total view. Let's say the to-do list view here, but the to-do list view, I wanted whenever you click on to-do list, you will have the add to-do and to-do list like this. But the moment you leave this to go back to the white noises, your to-do list will be always accessible by simple like click here, and it will pop up like a model on the side where it shows you what you are working on right now. Also, it shows you the timer, so it can be to do and timer. So this needs to be, then we install like a state manager, right? And this will be Zostand, I think, right? That's it for now, these two, and then the Kanban board, and I'm really happy to ship this and be able to do this. So the Kanban board will have draggable components. What are you doing? And if you finish something, you can either drag it like this, or whenever you create a to do, actually it will be created here, and it will add this in progress, complete, view, and stuff like that, so you can see it. And for the future, as I said, there will be achievements, maybe something like that. You achieved multiple goals, thanks for being awesome, or something like that. So that's what I want to build, and I don't know how to approach it kinda in a good way. And that's it. Yeah, hosting is the next thing to try. Yeah, I think that also I wanted to do today, but I honestly have no power to do that. But yeah, I agree with you. I will do it over the weekend, because then I will be fresh, I will be slept good and stuff, and I will make sure to do it over the weekend, this Saturday or Sunday. Please be there, everybody. You will see me actually doing the PM2 part. I think though, I can actually show you something. I'm opening PowerShell. I think on my CMD somewhere I have this, but maybe SSH. Oh, I forgot about it, but I think SSH. Oh man, whatever. I had my SSH set up somewhere, and I need to actually check it. I thought that I have it actually already by the history that I can check it, but I couldn't. Yeah, I can smash everything out in one night, 100%. All right, you know what? Let's do maybe the GitHub Action part right now, just to prepare the files for GitHub Actions, and then we can make it work for the main branch. Awesome. Yeah, that will be actually easy thing to do. I have something similar, so I will show you a project. This is my personal website project. It's called, let me go to my GitHub and show you how I did it. So I actually followed some guy on YouTube. I'm not remembering everything, but I remember some of the stuff that stick to my head. Yeah, this is the website. I will share my screen. So this is the GitHub workflow part, and this is the main YAML part. So here you see that I have the name of the website. I have the branch that needs to be actually on the self-hosted, basically, application later on my VPS, and the jobs that are running like this. The funny part is that everything is static. So here PM2 0, I know that the ID of PM2 of 0 is my website, Sakoi CO I called it. Right now it's down. I don't know, for some reason my VPS started working, so right now it's down, but I will go check what is wrong with it, and whenever I am on my stream, I'll make sure that whenever we do this GitHub action part, it works perfectly. So what it does every time that I push npm install, npm run build, stop, start, save, service, and nginx restart, and that's it. That's all. And you need to make sure that your environment variables are read correctly, but that I don't know how, honestly, because here I don't have for sure environment variables set up there. So I add them manually. my environment variables. But for me, I don't have any right now. Maybe I will have like backend URL, something like that, and that's it. And even the backend URL, I don't need to set it up. I think I need just the port. Yeah. Yeah, how this works, if you go here and then you go to settings or actions, why I'm going to settings. So this is how it works. So this is the merges that happen. So each time you merge something, it just builds, and if it's green means that it pushed everything and it did the correct part. That's it. I mean, it's super simple. The only thing that I don't remember is that actually you need to configure this kind of stuff. And how is that? You need to go to, not webhooks, I think actions, runners. Yeah, you need to specify a runner, and this runner needs to be running at all costs in your VPS. And this is a self-hosted runner with Linux x64, and it works fine. So I will do this as well for my application over there, and things will be great. I think this is it, right? I will read from you do have envars right now. I use Coolify these days. It's just too good. What is Coolify? You could smash all that in one night. Yes, correct. What is Coolify though? I will try to find that. Coolify is an open source self-hosted Heroku Netlify virtual alternative. Okay. Oh, self-hosted. Okay, I didn't know this. It's just okay. So if you use self-hosted, it tells you to curl something and specify what you need to do. Is it like something that I can use instead of PM2? Does that work? Any server, let me check actually. Any language, that's nice. You get started. So Coolify is a software that makes self-hosting simple and powerful. It lets you run your application, database, and services your own server, whether that's an old laptop or Raspberry Pi or rented server from provider. Nice. Well, if there is a concept of an installation that you can share with us, that would be nice. Or maybe like a docs that you prepared yourself to do all of this, because my VPS is ready and ready to go actually. After installation, the script will display your Coolify URL. Okay. Visit the URL and you will be redirected to the registration page to create your first admin account. Interesting. So Coolify will be an instance on my server that I can actually control my base with somehow. That's what I understood. Interesting. Very interesting. And the environment variables, it takes that actually. Launch Coolify using Docker Compose. We can do that, but ensure the Docker network is created. This is another alternative, I think. Interesting. That's nice. I didn't know this exists actually. What do you recommend for state management? I used to be Recoil. I used to also do work with Jotai. That's a really nice one. But Recoil also good. And now I'm using Justend. Yeah. So here it's like Laravel Forge plus Versal. Coolify is amazing. It's like an open source server provisioner and deployer. You do have environment variables. I forgot about environment variables part for that project, but if we do this one correctly, then we can move forward with the other project that I have, like my website, and maybe create a new website from scratch. So it says here server proxy. So here our friend from Twitch shared with us some screenshots. Hopefully there is nothing like of problematic here to share. Yeah, so he has like Coolify dashboard. Is this running on Coolify itself, or is it an instance in your server that's running and you access via like via the web? And then this is all actually, this is the NGINX part that you control, kind of like the same configuration, but other than that you specify the port yourself, you specify the name, the stuff, the user, the IP address also for that domain. So everything is here, and as I see the sources part here, maybe it is actually right now. I'm going to here. He has multiple apps, and these are multiple projects. If it's green means that it's working probably. And let me try to just open everything next to each other. And this is where you put your databases. Wow, okay. Interesting. All right, I will do that. I will do that. Better than their homepage. True, actually. Thanks for sharing. So the pictures that our friend here shared is just how you run the instance of that Qualify. You run the Qualify in a VM, whether it's on your PC or on a cloud server. Then you put into details of the cloud server like an EC2 or DigitalOcean Droplet. Actually, mine is kind of like the Ocean Droplet, but it's from Hostinger. Resources display of your server plus projects, and then project screen is how you deploy your app. Your app can be anything, a PHP site, an ODAP, or a database. Interesting. So can we actually think about how we do this? Can you maybe answer this question if you are able to do? I think my database is on my backend, right? So I need to prepare my database as an instance to be running there with maybe like Postgres, install PostgreSQL on my server, or does Qualify take that for me and does the job? And handle deployment. I will also handle SSL search for your domain, etc. Okay, so that will be nice. Is that certbot that you're gonna use? Because I used that before and it worked actually. Okay, it will do what it tell it to do. that's like a powerful tool. On which server is this, sir? I'm not still having a server. I will let you know when I'm actually done with it, and you can actually check it. Zustand is actually a state manager, and what you've probably is thinking about for validation is Zod. Qualify, yeah, check Qualify, yeah. Some guy on TikTok right now is like checking what we're saying, and he said, okay, I got the name Qualify, I'll go check it. That's nice. It will do what it tells it to do. That's nice, really. Okay, cool. All right, so let's set Saturday to do that. I think you can join us on Saturday to be able to also see it working. Tomorrow I'll take a day off just because my head is already spinning. I need to kind of go jog a bit or do something. Yeah, cool. I'm sending email on my system, but any email of my domain goes to spam. How can I avoid to spam? Yeah, that's something that also happened to me before when I do like email marketings from my server. So what you need to know is that it takes time sometimes to go to the normal, not spam. So it needs that a couple of people reply to your email, so Google, Gmail and stuff like that kind of not blacklist you anymore. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, sorry, it's a troubleshoot. No, it's all good. Did you use Redis to blacklist the token? No, I didn't use Redis actually. I used like a simple set, which is a stupid set, honestly. And by the way, the application is not secure at all. I tried actually to copy a token that is blacklisted, and it didn't actually catch it. So I need to revisit that part. But for now, I am sick of authorizations and stuff like that. I need to have some time to read about it and get better at it whenever I'm free. So I'm taking actually a holiday from one of the companies next 2 weeks, and I'm gonna work only with Adobe for certain small tasks. I will finish with these small tasks in the beginning of the day and also do the learning on the second part of the day, so I'll become faster and stronger and smarter. And that's what I want to do actually. I want to actually finish this year with being senior of seniors. Kind of like that. I want to become like a guy who launched 3-4 apps and they are running, and we have a community that uses them and maybe make some money out of them. And then the next year it will be smarter and smarter, and we will be actually launching a couple of better apps. Maybe then acquire an application to do for maybe our client, where we just acquire it for like a very small price so we can code it still on the stream. Yeah, the ultimate 10x senior engineer. I think being a senior is more about how to code, but how to read docs and how to understand this kind of TS problems that we are facing from time to time. Because if you talk to me about React, I don't have a problem with React or writing React or using Tailwind. As you see, I really remember everything, like this text wrap, truncating, rings and stuff like that, and outlines, and I know this stuff. But the thing is that is sometimes where to go when you have a problem. That's what I still have right now. I don't know what to do. Sometimes I just, okay, I know what to do and I don't know what to choose. Let's say if I am actually trying to kind of do a parser for my Axios instance, let's say for certain data, and that parser is getting problems with TypeScript, because each time that I'm calling a post request, it needs the new body. So the body needs to be generated function basically, or a function that uses type generation from what is it called, like generated, not generic types from TypeScript. So for me to look that type, I still try myself, but whenever I try to kind of like make the ultimate type myself, it always wrong. So I need to go either to AI or to docs, and AI is better, I know. Yeah, and Pro Evils also mentioned the email reputation part. That's what I also wanted to kind of to hint, but for the over ambassador here on over abstract, I read it ambassador because someone else is named ambassador. He's always in the chat. Yeah, he also asked about something similar actually, but he asked about the output of certain emails and why you need to write them different from components. So if you want to send an email, it's not going to be a React component. You need to prepare it as an Outlook snippet, like or like pure HTML with inline CSS, and then distribute it and make sure that it actually looks good. Yeah, and that topic for me is super taboo because I don't know even how to write these templates sometimes. Does Zustand better for the context? Zustand is the best for the context. Try it. You just create multiple actions files for certain context that you have. Let's say you have a context of user and a context of to-dos, right? So you do use global store, which is your hook, that dot user, and then you open like parentheses and you put a callback to get whatever you want to need from the user. Works as a charm everywhere you call it works. And for me, I cannot work with anything else than Zustand. The right way, like it's just epic. For Redux Toolkit, I think it's what is widely used, but honestly, it's too much for me. I think it's too much. Like there's too many things to take care of, like actions, patchers, dispatchers, or whatever it's called, your switch functions whenever you need these kind of enums for payloads and stuff like that. So it's too many steps everywhere, right? For me, I just need actions, types, and the state. Why should I need more? And the action should be really simple to write, like simple like object with all my actions, and that's it. Why should I move like too much, right? Okay, so React quick start with TanStack. There's something new here or what? Oh, wait a second. This is TanStack store, and this is a very funny thing. Yeah, I saw this, and I didn't believe it when they said initiate something outside of a React component. That's fine because you can do it, and then in order for you to display an animal, you just do the same with Zustand. Actually, the only difference here is the useStore. In Zustand, you do useStore dot outside. So here they say, hey, get something from this store. Otherwise, here you can call this store animals, right? And you can call another store food for animals, for example. And then therefore, if you want to use the store of animal, you just call animal here, and you get whatever you want and the state of that animal. So the funny part here is that you need also the animal as a prop. So here it's dynamic, so it works perfect, and it returns exactly the state of that. By the way, if you want to make your store work faster, you can say, for example, if dogs has more attributes, you can call state of that attribute of animal, then it will return that state faster, but you won't be able to access whatever behind that attribute, basically whatever on a macro level of that attribute, but still works like a charm. So here the set state part, which is the update state, I think this is inside the hook, inside the React function component. So this is an action basically. You take the animal, you set state of that animal, so a new animal and its number or count. So you start always with 1. Oh no, this is update state. So this is counting +1. increment on click update state. So this should be increment as well. Why should it be? Okay, so this does return GSX component. All right, got it. So whenever you update state means to update +1, and here you go, increment display. Interesting. And where is the display bar? Yeah, here you just display whatever comes from that. Very good, to the point, actually. Should we use TanStack? Oh, well, we have it, then we need to use it. We have TanStack installed, so what the hell, we should. Okay, but how can we do this with ESLint and stuff? Installation, React Store, Vue Store. Okay, that's not important for us. Then you go to Quick Start. You import the store and you start directly. That's it. There is no ESLint stuff that you need to add, or oh, look at this. You can also use the derived class to create derived values that lazily update when their dependencies change. Function count state multiply 2, depth is count. So you're as if you're putting like whatever is dependent on this state is the counter, so you're updating it, but in a lazy style. And this must explicitly list dependencies. You must, this is where yeah, this is what I was talking about. So the actions are inside the store. Looks good. Yeah, and then you just call it like that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we will use this 100%. At least something new to learn, right? TanStack is a play of the words of Tanner and Stack. True. Tanner is the guy who made TanStack. Yeah. It is used to signals under the hood, hence why it's very similar to the stand. Yeah. Sol.js, the React alternative, is basically the same as React, but using signals instead of React state. Sol.js. Yeah, using signals without the React. Okay, so yeah, so Sol.js basically has something like a state manager inside of it by default. Yeah, it created signals. I mean, signals exist in JavaScript. Is it different than what exists in JavaScript as signals word? Because a signal in JavaScript also holds a value and can be updated everywhere. So Kara said, I try to host simple to do projects on Fly.io on localhost, works perfectly, but no when hosted. Maybe you also need to look at Coolify. Oh, here we have a UI UX person saying, I'm new to HTML CSS. Well, welcome to the to the squad. Hopefully you don't bail on us. And I think just try to learn JavaScript as soon as possible. Yeah, Zustand, you can start with Zustand and then change to TanStack query or router or store or whatever it's called. Auto checkout bot. Any advice? What do you mean by auto checkout? Does it check out to certain branches on Git automatically? I'm kidding, but auto checkout probably for strings or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it is really interesting to share what we are building here. Yeah, sometimes I feel there is too much to learn and not enough to implement it, right? So I will tell you one thing. You need to learn one of everything. So I learned Prisma. Don't bother to go Drizzle. Same but different, right? Learn PostgreSQL. Don't bother NoSQL, whatever. It's all the same thing. It's always there's a model, there's something, and then you will get the point, right? Maybe learn MongoDB also for NoSQL. Learn one sequential, like SQL-based database like Postgres and with Prisma, and also try Prisma with MongoDB. Try to see the difference, right? Same kind of. It will become that you write the schema that is totally close to each other. Then learn how to do CSS with Tailwind, and one with the like styled component to know exactly how Sass works, for example, or how SCSS works or something like that. And then pick a framework, React, pick everything, pick once of everything and one of everything, and you will be fine. So, you know, I was thinking, why bother using Postgres if you're going to put it on a VM anyway? You could use SQLite and it's 1000% simpler. Yeah, does it work directly with Prisma? Yeah, that's one of the things that we think is actually going to be better. Yeah, SQLite will be better in this case. I know it's faster. I used it actually with a pizza project. I did like a pizza shop project following Holt Stile, or what name is, like Brian Holt, I think. We got it from Front-End Masters as a teaching thingy. So I went there and I tried it and it looks really fast actually. But doesn't SQLite needs its, actually it works on the server directly. Yeah. Just make config change in the Prisma file and it will auto create the SQL file for you. Make sure it's not committed to GitHub. The SQL file needs not to be committed to GitHub, you mean? Because I think that I commit these to GitHub. Here you go. Prisma migrations. This one needs not to be there. Because these, for example, have my tables, kinda like this. Should they not be, or should they go? Or actually they shouldn't, because when you do npm run build, probably I will do npx for Prisma for generating the database on the backend on my VM as well. Interesting stuff. Yeah. It's migration, just the table schemas. Yeah, they don't have any data actually. The problem is that with data, let me check. I think there is a Prisma part. Yeah, so there is this SQL part here, migration, and then migration TOML. Oh yeah, they don't actually, they don't. That's what I was afraid of actually, but SQLite will do. SQLite will do, I think. Or maybe there is like a new stuff that I don't know of. There is a schema Prisma, and yeah, okay, look, I think I know why, because PostgreSQL is actually running on my system. So PostgreSQL is another instance that communicates with that. All I have to do is just to connect to it via like that, and just databases. So this is where my database is like a total different instance of my system, CTL, basically services. So this is where the tables are, and they contain also the Prisma migration, but the category now is to do an user. These are my databases for now, are in somewhere else than my repo, right? So I am safe, hopefully. Yeah, I am safe. Yeah. When you use SQLite, it creates a physical file, which is the database. That is the file I'm talking about, not Prisma migration file. Yeah, but which means that we will have it on our backend, correct? And then that we need not to take to with Git, right? Yeah. Cool. Do you want to try it? I mean, let me just do this. Let me see, did I actually change something here? Okay, I will just update that, and then simple change to state. All right, so now I'll create a new actually a new develop. Can I create something like this? Yeah, create from that, or how is it, new branch? Yeah, from develop, and I will call it SQLite test, right? Now we are here. Now we go to Prisma. We go Prisma here. The provider, you just change the provider, SQLite. By the way, it's SQLite only, right? Not SQLite server, something like that. I'm just asking the chat here if they know. Okay. Yeah. Prisma with SQLite. I'm trying now to do it, following the docs. So mkdir hello Prisma, npm init, and then install node. That's all fine. npxtsc init. We need to install Prisma. Save sub dev. That's all done. We need to change setup ORM with the init command on the Prisma CLI. And we need to kind of write the schema file with making sure that it's SQLite, and then just do the migration and it should work. You know what I'm afraid of right now is that I have an environment variable for that database basically. And by the way, don't bother about the token. I will change it anywhere. So even if you have it, guys, it's not a problem. So PostgreSQL is there. Okay, cool. Actually, now I need to know, do I need like for SQLite anything like to be installed? I think so, right? All right, let me check. So first of all, quick start from scratch. Let's do that. Say in relation databases, add an existing project or MongoDB. No, everything is no. So here we are seeing we need to change the database kinda. Yeah, I'm afraid now. Okay, let's do it. We cleared this, right? And then I will go npm install Prisma. I have that. npx Prisma init. Yeah, npx Prisma. And instead of migrate date, I will do init. And this init will be of data source, of provider, and then it will be changed to SQLite. Oh, by the way, I need to write all of this inside server because that's where I have that. Sorry, that data source, provider, and this needs to have that dash SQLite. This is where it will boom if something is wrong. Then change the database URL to just URL. Yeah, okay. File.env. Oh, okay. So this is where the databases part. It says that you need to actually change also the URL to something else. And here we need to change it to file and then where it resides. dev.db kind of. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do that first. So here the env database URL. Yeah, we need to go to our environment variables. I'll just do this as like that. Oops, I did it wrong. That one, and I'll do right now database URL equal, and it will be just that. Maybe I'll put it into Prisma. And then what is it called? dev.db. And then that's it, right? Yeah, and then I can migrate, I think, right? Let me check also the one that I'm checking here. I'll put the links next to each other. First of all, is npm install Prisma dev. That's done. Then data source to SQLite, and boom, my friend, there's a problem. No, Prisma. Oh, unknown and unexpected option. Data source provider. Am I tripping? Data source. What? Oh yeah, for sure. You need to initialize this Prisma init. A folder called Prisma already exists in your project. Please try again in project that is not using Prisma. Huh. Okay. But we need to change the provider. Should I delete the Prisma? No, but Prisma migrate dev, name init, maybe that will work. All right, let me just do that. Migrate my development, migrate dev, and I'll give it the name SQLite. Oof, I'm really nervous doing this. So it says Prisma schema problem, and Validating data source. The URL must start with the protocol file. Oh yeah, for sure. That's what we copied, right? Let me see. File. Actually, I did wrong here, so that's what it should be like. Okay, so now environment variables loaded from env. That's nice. Oh, database dev created that file Prisma blah blah blah. This will provide SQLite specified in schema does not match the one specified in migration.log.toml. Please remove your current migration directory and start a new migration history with the Prisma migrate dev. Interesting. So now I will have a problem with migrations, right? But that's not a problem for me because I already saved everything on the other branch. Cool. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. You said delete migration folder. It's in Git. What are you nervous about? I mean, I don't like this, but I think the migration is not only on Git. Why should it be on Git? It's on Prisma. This is the migration folder, right? Yeah, nice. So now it created our migration, but it said also you guys now sync with your schema. Is it sure? Because now I have a Prisma dev.db. This is the development part. Alright, so now I need to create everything from scratch, right? Nice that it just doesn't show anything. Alright, so now that we are using SQLite, this is my migration. I need to just check this is correct. Looks like good. And this is using provider for SQLite. Alright, cool. Let's try it out. Clear npm run dev. Oops, cd back. Yeah, npm run dev. Right, cool. Let me try that out. I'll just try to log out. It logged me out already automatically. It's super much white. Yeah, I'll tell you why I'm nervous about, because honestly this is my first time, so there is no error problem because I'm not showing any alert. I will do a toast problem later on. I'll add a toast into this so I can show when something is wrong. So the login is saying user not found, you dummy. Yeah, I am a dummy. So let's sign up with the same kind of guy. So I will just fill in John here and I will name him John Doe. All right, sign up, and the register is done. Then the sign in is done again, and this profile is done. Cool. Now let's test out something. So as you see, this is empty here. Probably we shouldn't show anything there, but test. Yeah, it works. Nice. Test. Hello. Yeah, it works fine. Yeah, as you see, even my database is even updating faster. For some reason I can see it even with my eyes. Nice, actually. Cool. Yeah, that's why I like Prisma, actually, and why I was nervous, actually, because I did this before with a big project and it was very, very problematic because somehow it wasn't working perfectly. So now I'm doing again this. I'm running back the database, and I want to do add to do, and then close this database, see if it's persistent and it has everything in it and nothing is lost. And correct, nothing is lost, so all good. Nice. Now your db SQLite file will be automatically tracked by Git. It needs to be added to the git ignore. Correct. So the only thing that we need to do here in our git ignore, we will go Prisma and then slash. Is there another db? Yeah. Why? Wait a second, what happened? Why do I have Prisma.Prisma? What? Server Prisma migration. Prisma of Prisma, that's wrong. You see, we did a mistake. I think it's because of my M file. Yeah, I can just delete this Prisma part. it will know exactly that it needs to take it there. So in my git ignore though, I need to just take off this next Prisma. And let's try that. Let's try to migrate again. SQLite 2. SQLite new. Oh man. The server. Let's see if it knows that. Okay, cool. npx. Enable to open database file, dev, whatever. For sure. Let me just go delete the whole thing again. I will delete the Prisma migration and this Prisma folder. Schema engineer, SQLite database error, unable to find open file. Okay, then we need to init again. A folder called Prisma exists. Then something is wrong with migration. Let's just skip that name. Unable to find file. To open file or find it or wherever. Didn't we actually start from scratch that and it was fine when I actually deleted the migrations? File is dev.db. Am I doing something wrong? Because you specified the dev path to be inside the Prisma folder, it might make deployment tricky. Yeah, correct. So where do you think we should actually specify it into? Should we actually throw it into like a folder called db or something? Yeah, might be. All right. So what I can do actually is that I can create like db just simply like this, like here, new or file. Or you know what, a db slash, and it's a folder inside the server, and we will say, hey, we will actually take that to be our new file, and then we do slash db slash dev.db kinda. SQLite enter the file name for new migration. I will just do SQLite. And then that's it. So now we don't have it in, oops, it goes automatically inside the Prisma folder. Yeah. It goes automatically. So we cannot do it. We cannot kind of do anything about it. Yeah, meaning the DB file never gets touched when deployment happens and your app just references it like .db. The in your path means relative to here or relative to the Prisma folder. Yeah, I need to add maybe double dots or something like that. That's what you mean here. All right, I can do double dots and then slash dot or double dots, that's it, and then db that. Okay, let me try that then. Yeah, created that one. Let me see. Yep. All right, now I'll just delete this one. I will delete this one. I will do a new one, and yes, enter SQLite, and we are clear. npm run dev. Maybe or before that, let's check again. So we have a migration here, and this migration targets exactly the data environment database that is inside the db folder, and there you go. This is where it is, right? And it contains the same stuff here. So now instead of doing git ignore for that, I'll just do git ignore for the whole db folder. Should I, or just db slash that, whatever in db, yeah, whatever. Inside db everything will not be targeted, so now I will just do this. And it's a problematic, it's still targeted that. Should not, right? It says that, and actually it's adding these too. interesting. Let me just do git status. And here it says interact file, get that file to include in what will be committed is actually the DB folder. Let me just do DB, and this is how it should work, I think. Git status, git status. Man, now it's working. Yeah, now it's working. So let me just go back here and try it out. Yeah, now it's working. So the migration is fine to stay there. But what matters is that the data doesn't go anywhere. All right, is this fine for us to just commit now and make maybe nice? It looks good, actually. I'm really surprised how SQLite is super fast. It's bolt fast, honestly. Hi everyone there. Does Qualify host the backend with PostgreSQL DB with the migration and seed and other stuff? Is it free? So these are the Pro Evils questions. First question is Qualify free? Second question is, does it host the DB with the backend automatically, or do you need to create double instance for that? That's my kind of question added also. And does it host the backend separately from our front end? Let's see what you can say about this. And thank you for all the information that you rained today on us. There is also some other stuff that I need to check. Sorry that I read your comments later. It's fine. Thank you, Yassine, for actually writing your comment again. That's a good behavior, so at least I can see what's going on. It's free, it's open source, yes. Run its own PC or server, or you can pay $5 and Qualify will host it for you. Nice. So it answers your question. First is free, yes, because it's open source, and secondly, yeah, you either pay $5 and it will host it for you. I think that option also is fine for me, but I would like to host it myself to see how my VPS is doing, because honestly I need to see if my VPS is running cool with everything running on the same machine. Nice. Okay, then we can actually take what we just did now into like develop. Why not? Because now as it works perfectly, I just need to do clear npm run dev and see how this will work again, because it's the same thing. It should work, but I wanna just test again. A new migration, new to do, and for sure I need to create an account, and we will do our John Doe account as again, Mr. John. Sign in now. All right, it works perfectly. Nice. And then testing. So yeah, if you are wondering about how the application looks and you just came to the chat, this is how it does. So that's, I'm adding some tests. That's working. Delete. Works perfect. So this works. Okay, cool. Now let's take this change. Instead of PostgreSQL to actually, you know what, because I have PostgreSQL running, so systemctl status of Postgres, or how to do that? Brew services list. Yeah, brew services PostgreSQL stop PostgreSQL help stop, right? Stop unit, reload unit, freeze unit. It's actually returned to out like systemctl problems. Okay, so systemctl stop PostgreSQL failed to stop PostgreSQL interactive authentication required. Huh? Sudo systemctl stop PostgreSQL. Interesting. I will look it up later on, but nevertheless, yeah. Okay. So now I'll just add everything here, add in SQLite instead. And now that we actually thinking about this, I need just to take my branch and merge it into develop. So regular merge into develop, merge develop into no. I actually can merge SQLite into develop. So I need to merge SQLite test into develop. That's it. Done. Now we are on develop, and let's see, DB is there. Add in files. So I need to check here. We added everything, but not the DB, right? Nice. But the DB migrated. It's not tracked, so it's fine to be there. Yeah, cool. I need to test again. Still working with Mr. John Doe. Yeah, cool. It works, so all good. Yeah, nice. DB dev, nice. It wasn't actually something called locks or something. Oh, okay, so this is where it is. All right, SQLite, that's it. We go from here now, and I will push the latest changes for develop, because then we create maybe to main we can delete now this one, and we just make sure that develop is correct, and we will go to our GitHub also to just do the same. So let me, by the way guys, go here and learn about that I have a Twitch account, so you can follow me there. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is I use this as well, DB Engine. It actually on Windows or Mac, and in Mac it's better actually. I think it on Windows it doesn't exist, right? Oh no, it does. Here you go. The button is as big as my head. The thing is about this that I am running this on WSL, so my PostgreSQL is on WSL, and I'm on Windows. I tried to communicate with between Windows and WSL via Postgres, and it wasn't really working fine. So yeah, it might be cleaner to install that. Yeah, I did sudo as you see, and it didn't work out for some reason. Here actually ProEvils answered the second question from Yassine, said you can host the DB and the backend together. Yes, as you run Docker container. You need to set up the Docker files though. Interesting. I will then need to Dockerize the whole thing, right? So I will Dockerize the backend, Dockerize the front, and see how it goes. Very good actually progress, and I think very good also exercise. All right, cool. Right now, as we are actually done with this, let's progress with our let's do a pull request from develop to main, just to know exactly. Add in UDB and CSS changes. We will see what commits we did here, so make sure add in to do CSS, add in simple changes to state, add in SQLites instead. Merge pull request, there is no merge conflicts, and we're good to go. Nice. So right now our code base is main as develop, so you can guys also go there and check. All right, then it's 3 AM already for me. Time to go to sleep. Thanks a lot guys for being here. Honestly, I'm learning everything from scratch as if again, and I'm really happy with everything. Next thing to check is this this file store part, and also these routes for noises that we did. And I know that this is a bit odd to check, because I need to also understand it and make sure that I understand it completely correctly. And here we have all our noises routes, which are done by our friend Jacob. We'll go into them all, test them with Postman, and move forward with add-in their UIs. And I will make also permissions for the admin and permission for a normal user, so I will be able actually to update them. Only me will be able to add kind of like the noises, and not the user itself, unless this becomes secure. And also I don't want to have my VPS with 900 gigabytes of noises. So that's it. I mean, we meet up tomorrow, same time. Maybe not tomorrow though, maybe Saturday. And we move from there. All right, so I will read some comments and then go. Before I go, so we have, you use a Linux? Yes, I am using Linux. Any recommendation for UI? I would say use Tailwind and everything will be fine. That's true. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks, Yassine, for your recommendation as well. And also Pro Evil said ideally you should okay, so here he's talking about the Qualify part. Okay, so also the Docker part, sorry. So I said, yeah, I need then to Dockerize my backend and front end. He said, ideally you should, but no, you can otherwise just run it exactly how you run it locally. That's what I'm looking for. But actually I want to learn how to Dockerize the things. So Dockerizing it will be amazing, especially that I have WSL. That's also another step further to learn how to do this via WSL and install Docker via Brew as well. Push the app to the server and npm run start. That's the local part, right? npm run start, which means that we need to build. Yeah, you get 20 euros free on Hittenzer when you use Qualify referral code. What is that, Hittenzer? Is it like where you can buy a VM as well? It's a cloud box. It's the life cycle of Hittenzer server. It's actually a dedicated server buying. Maybe I need just to stop buying things from somewhere else and actually use something that is local in German. Actually, on Hostinger, I have the option to host in Frankfurt, so it's also a good option. Also, you mentioned streaming the audio prevent people from downloading them, but where did you get them from? Right now, where do I get right now I have them in assets download, so I have them here. So if you go to my public folder, no, if you go to my React folder, and then you will see them in the assets. So I'm getting them locally. Yeah. What language is this? English. This is JavaScript, and that's it. Yeah. Node, Express. Oh no, I didn't buy them actually. I plan to buy some of them, but these are free. These are free. I plan to buy the ones that are not free. And by the way, one of them is recorded by me, the one that is Paris Murmur. But the thing is that I got them from a Mixkit, something for free, everything. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about that. I know that actually copyrights is a big thing when you do something like this, but if there is somewhere also where we can buy better OGGs for this project, please let me know, because then we will have a really good set of things and we will be clear. Because this, I found them in a repo, and the guy said, yeah, they're free, but I don't reckon which one. I will just let you know. Yeah, it is open source. Yeah. We are open source. This application is open source. By the way, is it fine to open source my application, or should I at some point should I at some point maybe make it private? You know what, if it's open source and the DB is not there and we store our white noises in the DB, then nobody will get them, right? If it's open source. Yeah, but they can download them and stream them, then they can actually download them. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, well, then we need only to show the, only we need to show, let me think. Yeah, if we only go open source fully, even with these white noises, then no problem actually showing them. I have no problem with that. And why should I not store them in database? What do you think is a problem with that? Yeah, S3. Yeah. Actually, we have that possibility because oops, what I'm doing. if I go to noises, no, actually the Firestore content you see here, we have the possibility where we can run. Where is that file? I forgot about it. Wait a second, I think it's in noises. Yeah, the instance, here you go. The Firestore part can be, for example, Supabase. This is Supabase S3. That's what my friend told me. So I think he did Supabase S3 instance, and then that S3 communicates with AWS, and he did read them also from there. So I can, yeah, I have that. Yeah, but if I have that, I need also to have a correct Supabase, not Supabase. I have to correct AWS part, and I have no idea how to use AWS for this S3 part. I will still learn that for sure, but if it takes a lot of time, I can do it alone. If not, then we can do it together. Yeah, extremely well. Like ProEvil said, I know how to use AWS extremely well. So this, are you owning any certificate with AWS? I know that you don't need to, but is avoided. What? So you mean to avoid the S3 from AWS? Okay, Cloudflare R2 then. Which one? How many story points for what exactly? I am the PM now. How many story points? So Jade here is in the chat saying how many story points it takes to actually do this. Yeah, me too. I never get any certification because I feel like with it or without it, there is a small boy in India, 12-year-old, who knows how to do it better than you without that certification. So rather not just worry about it. Maybe if I am a consultant, yes, for sure I need them. Oh, okay. So we have Jade said, if this is if we're gonna speak a lot about this, then as he's the PM now of the project, said let's circle back on this tomorrow. Yeah, so ProEvil said my resume speaks of itself because Amazon is so large it becomes industry standard, so I've used it for years. Yes, I agree with you. Amazon is there for everyone. It's hard to avoid AWS, so you naturally learn a lot. I mean, let's use AWS. Why not? Let's use AWS just because we are put in just one folder there with just multiple files that we need to access and download and stream. I feel, okay, why not? And also for me, I never used it actually on a big project. So I used Azure. So I'm thinking it's similar, but maybe for me, it's actually time to learn about AWS and how it works and these S3 bucket stuff. Yeah. Because it's going to put you into a world of pain, especially on stream. Yeah, probably because I'm not familiar maybe with the UI and how it works, and also maybe to understand the file accessibility part where you need to let the users maybe buffer this stuff. I don't know. If that is the problem, then I'm ready to learn it. Otherwise, if it's other stuff, then for sure not. Maybe on stream we can do something similar. But I was thinking actually to store in the database the white noises, and then thinking about it now, people will be streaming them from my VPS or VM. That will be too much, yeah. Cool. All right. Then guys, what is the thing here? What should we go with? Yeah, man. The OGG file is like this. So now, yeah, because we already prepared everything. I didn't tell you about that. We have the noises here. And can you see this? Yeah, the noises in the schema itself and the database as well. Oh, you cannot see it as well as I see the edge, so I need always to top it with ZTop, so you can be able to see it. Nice. On Twitch, they don't see the full screen, actually, with full height, so I need to sometimes click some buttons to just make it in the middle. So the Supabase file star client that you asked about is just a client that communicates with AWS, and it does have like a database to it, which is also Postgres, but a part of that database also have like a pinging option that sends these files to AWS directly, store them into some place, and then if you need to stream them, you just stream that ID of AWS, and then you go through it and you start streaming the MP3 files or OGG files into your application. So if you think about it, they are not streaming from Postgres, they are streaming from AWS. You take the OGG file and put it inside Prisma. Yeah, I was thinking or SQLite at this point. Yeah, and then inside Postgres. I was thinking like that, to have its own database, right? Because it has it already, like its own model, right? Oops, I have a problem with internet, I think. No, now it's back. Cool. So let me explain to you this. So this model created a database automatically in our Postgres when it was Postgres, and it has an ID, title, path, file path, icon, or whatever. Then we have these routes of add noises that adds that to our Postgres, was now SQLite, into that database, and then we have all the stuff being streamed from the database itself. I don't know what exactly is here, but I think when you ping any of these noises, like to get noises part here, that's getting all the noises, they will get stored basically probably in the application, all of them, but they will be on hold until you click play, right? That's it. Yes, so file storage, I think I was thinking that if I'm going to be going to S3, then I need to delete this model from my database. That's it. And a music file into Postgres database, I actually didn't try it, but I was thinking that it would work actually, because what I'm playing, the audio player can ping that in my database and read it. Yeah, it increases the build, correct. So yeah, the thing is that I was thinking that the only user that own these are the admins, and the other users that are used in the app, they're going just to stream, right? All right, then if I'm decoding, yeah, I know all the paths for all of this. Then if I am actually decoding these down and put in like, or just hard coding these into like a JSON file with file path, icon, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Does that lower my bill? Because they still can stream them, right? What is the difference from using SUPA-based storage? I'm not sure actually. Both of them were like for me obscure, so I went with the one that I know. Okay, so my concept of storage maybe is wrong here. So you might explain to us like in few steps maybe what you meant, so I understand exactly why is the bill going to be higher. Okay, then that's the part that I am actually maybe confusing, because I thought that S3 will work as a database for us here. Because we still access these database stuff. Owl draw, Onyx Calidro. Okay, that will be nice. what is the language you are using to code here? We are using TypeScript, JavaScript as well. Which application do you make use of to do this? NeoVim, yeah. Nice. All right, let us learn from ProEvals what is the paths of all of this and what is the difference between S3 and this database part that I was talking about. And then we move about this tomorrow with the new ideas about what to build. Because honestly, yes, we need to take this maybe to the VM as soon as possible, but also we need to be smart about it. Man, I just checked this creator reward program and it's really whack. It's super low. Yeah. What I was thinking about this is that whenever we store something in S3, S3 can work as our database for at least these OGG files or these MP3 files. Yeah. This guy said almost done, 1 minute. All right, so let me actually read your comments, guys. A lot of people here. If you are watching right now and still on TikTok, just write anything, or maybe write where are you from, because that's interesting for me always to see the geo span of our live stream. Nice. Is React Native good? Interesting question. I think from its perspective to React, it's totally similar, but from output issue, I think it's just when you're focused more on mobile, then you will go React Native. Jason said, just got done with backend authentication of my app, and let me say it was the worst week ever. Yassine also from Algeria. You still here, Yassine? That's nice. 1, 2, 3, Viva l'Algérie, right? That's what they say. All right, I saw that there is a new Assassin's Creed coming up, right? I will be really happy to check it. Good. All right, so let me reread this as well. So all right, but I actually am checking now S3 part. It's called Amazon Simple Storage S3, and if you never knew before, oh, everything is in German. Let me check the Wikipedia, not Wikipedia for sure, the English services part. Let me see what they provide. The features are S3 lifecycle, S3 object lock, replication, batch operation, that's storage management, and then you can feature that you can use the manage cost, meet regular requirements, reduce latency, and save multiple distinct copies of your data in there. Then you have the access management and security. Well, that's part of it. I think the security is what people are actually thinking about mostly. And then data processing. All right, so probably here what will be the best use case for our S3 is to let people upload their files, then therefore we have a good security about everything, but it's totally different. So my question is it still safe to store in our database or not? I know that the bill will be higher, but we will still put them, I think, in the backend somewhere, but not as in the database, right? Do you think as a junior that I can have work in Europe, exactly France? I know France is like one of the best destinations for North Africans as we speak French perfectly. Yeah, I think you will be very good. I mean, if you reach out, not to my this level of coding right now, creating this kind of like applications from scratch and stuff like that, you can go very, very far. And also target Germany, because Germany, they don't care about your diplomas and stuff like that as much as they do in places like France. All right, so right now I am checking what ProEvils actually from Twitch shared with us. So he said user requests server and music file stores here. Server knows where the files are. So server knows where the file are means server has them in database or server has them in a folder, just reside in there. And then sends back to user as MP4 or stream. That's perfect, because then MP4 or stream, that what we need is probably stream, so it goes like buffers slowly, so we don't actually use a lot of internet from the user. The next thing is user request server. Server does not know where the files are, has to ask the database. Wasted time here with Postgres, then wasted time here, we get them back from there, sends back location of the file to the server, knows where to grab them from. Music file store here is better because that's okay, so this is the difference, the only different part is here. Interesting, actually. Let me zoom in more. Okay, I cannot zoom in on this image, but I can do it like this. I can do it now. I can zoom in right now. All right, cool. I think you get the point. It's just that Postgres here is just too much to do it. So music file stores here, and in this case, on the first case, which is the optimal one, the bill will be high though. That's the problem. Like, is it that we're gonna stream too much, or everything will be nicer there and things will be smoother? Yeah, okay, I got it. So the DB lookup will increase our bill. Or you have private noises. Yeah, okay, I got it. So if there is private noises, or the user actually uploaded his own noises, all right, we won't let the user upload his white noises in the beginning, but then in the future. Yeah, we do have that GRUD functionality for now for the noises, but we won't actually spoil it yet. All right, cool. I mean, we got it. Thank you a lot for the explanation. I think that we will reside them. But what if we reside them just in the front end? That's even easier, right? Because that's what we have right now. We have everything in the front end, and I will create a JSON file for it, and to make sure that everything is actually read correctly, right? And then I will make really beautiful icons for that. Yeah, that will be better. CDN is the best. What do you mean here by CDN? Is it content delivery network or something? Is it something that I can use, like is it like Cloudflare or oh, it will cache the files for all users. All right, so it's from Cloudflare, right? That's what I meant. Or Cloudflare has one, AWS has one called CloudFront. Okay. Well, interesting. Does Coolify has it? Probably. Maybe because it's a hosting helper. So Cloudflare has one, yes, that's nice. So this CDN part is a content delivery network that probably resides some cache content closures to end users. Allows for a quick transfer of assets needed to load an internet content, include HTML pages, JavaScript. So it will be kind of like seeding issue, like you can seed from a different user or get the files from a different user. Some storage providers add their own CDN. Yeah, cool. I'm using NeoVim for an IDE. Yeah. All right, guys, it's too late here. I will need to go now. It's 3:30 already. Oh my gosh. I need to sleep. But the thing is, thanks a lot, everybody, for being here. Tomorrow we'll continue with this. I know that ProEvils actually shared something, but then there will be like multiple edge servers. That's what he meant by CDN. That's perfect. Actually, yes, we need something like that. So our application, if it's hosted in Frankfurt, let's say, people won't actually need to load them from Frankfurt. They can actually load them from a server in China, wherever it is. So the closest to them, the better. Yeah. Right? Having physically hit a server in your country, CDN will replicate your data across all edge zones. Yes, correct. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, good night. Thanks a lot for this session. Honestly, 3 hours well spent. I learned a lot. Tomorrow we'll continue the same thing. I'll try to come here even for 1 hour or something. I'll just try to kind of show you my VPS and what I have over there, and maybe install the stuff that we need on our VPS to be ready, and maybe have an instance of Coolify running, or maybe we host it in their solution. Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow, guys, and thanks a lot for all your love and support. Yeah, I will DM ProEvils if you need something, maybe about this Coolify part, but I'll let you all guys know about my findings tomorrow. So thanks a lot, and see you soon. Bye bye, everyone.